Yes, Dante was in the front with me. We were coming home from the sand dunes, and I had a bong with me.
Oh.
And remember the bong? It was like the glass, and then it like went into almost like a donut shape. Like there was a gap in it.
Sure.
It was really cool. It was almost like a zombie.
Dude, you had like 2 or 3 of those. Yeah, what was it, a
Oh,
Zob?
I think I even... No, that
Or what was the
I
brand?
did have a Zob, though.
It's like
at
some
some point.
fancy-ass glass, like some
I
$500
had some good
Oh,
pieces.
shit.
Yeah, he ended up
But-
taking one of my...
Nice
Because it
one.
was because I had pieces in the center console.
That
like
cop
pipes.
was actually super
I
chill.
had a bong in the trunk, and then another bong that we were smoking out of.
Damn, dude.
But yeah, I was always had a bunch of shit.
Mhm.
But we're leaving, and we were in fucking Blanca. Have you heard of that?
Mhm.
It's literally 3 hours away. It's like 20 minutes out of the sand dunes. It's this tiny little town. We're literally blazing. Dante just packed a bowl, and I literally were just blazing. Around the corner, and there's a fucking cop sitting right there. And there was a car in front of me going the same speed. And the cop comes behind us, and we both start pulling over, and then the car in front of me just takes off. Yeah, so
Fucker.
I got fucked over. And the cop rolls up, and Austin was sleeping in the back, of course.
Yeah, well, I remember just waking up to you being like, yo, I'm getting pulled over, and I'm like, fuck. Because, like, we had just smoked, like, we were
And
all
we had like
fucking
5.
blazed.
He had like 2.5 grams, and I had 2.5 grams in different
Yeah.
baggies, which isn't like a lot,
No,
but still.
but still.
But the cop comes up, and I was like, tuck the fucking bong under the fucking seat now, even though it was full of water.
He's like, what?
So he shoves it under the seat, and the cop comes. He didn't find that one though. We ended up being able to keep that one.
Your car just looks like pond water.
Yeah.
Oh,
uh-huh.
definitely. Oh,
I don't even know
was
if any of
very
it
obvious.
spilled out because of the shape of it. But
Yeah,
anyways,
yeah.
so yeah, he comes up. He's knocking on the window. He's like, "You guys were speeding." I was like, "I'm sorry," and I'm always very respectful to police
Sure, of
officers.
course.
So I know that
yeah. Otherwise, it's gonna fuck you.
I know that that's also helped me. But
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
comes up. He knocks on the window. Whatever we talk, he's like, "All right, I know there's fucking weed." I was like, "There's no weed in the car, officer." He's like, he walks back, runs my information. He comes back. He's like, "All right." And I already told him, I was like, I have to tell him that we have weed. I can't. Like,
Right.
he's gonna search it no matter what.
Yeah, we went over it. We were like, let's just give him this, and let's just say, hey, this is everything in the
Yeah,
car.
so
And it was
he-
like enough to be like, this is everything.
He
you
kept
know?
he kept his bag. He had 2.5 grams, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'll give him mine.
And we say it's all of
And
ours. We all
so-
split it, so
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
we all just
And I
took some
think
of it.
yeah, maybe I just gave him like the pipe or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
remember the exact scenario, but
No, we gave him the bag.
yeah, but then
I
we
remember.
need something to smoke in, so I think I gave him the pipe too.
You're right.
Whatever utensil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he comes
Both.
up and literally as he walked up, I had the weed right there, and I was like, and he was like, okay, so, and I was like, yes, we have weed, and he was so cool about it. He's like, all right, come inside with me.
What?
He's like, follow me up the road. We're gonna go to the station. And I was like, all right.
Oh, and I told him I ended up actually kind of throwing Austin under the bus a little bit. Or no,
Look at him.
I didn't even do it. I think it was Dante. Dante's like, I don't smoke. Dante's like, it was not me.
Fuck him.
He was in shotgun. He was like, it was not me. Because the officer said,
Thanks,
hey,
Dante.
the officer was like, you and the passenger come into this police station with me. And Dante's like, I do not smoke. It's not me. And he's like, okay, you and the other guy then. So Austin and I, right? You came in with me, right?
We
Or
all
was it-
three
or was
went
it
in.
Dante? Okay.
We all 3 went in, but I think Dante still claimed it wasn't his.
So we walked in.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds like his
he couldn't
pizza.
take a bullet. Yeah,
Yeah,
so we walk in.
into the.
We go in and I'm like, we're getting arrested.
Yeah.
Because he was like, let's go to the police station. I was
Yeah.
like, we're fucked. And he's like, okay, come into the bathroom with me. And he had me flush it down the toilet, and then we threw away the pipe. And he's like, okay.
Wow.
And he gave me a speeding ticket,
Oh my god.
but because it was, I don't know what happened. Either I didn't do it in time or whatever, but I ended up having to go back to Blanca for a court summons
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't pay it online. So I had to drive 3 fucking hours.
Oh right, you had to go back there.
It was like an 8 a.m. court summons.
No
And so I
fucking
worked at Richie's car wash at the time.
Right.
So I told because I lived at home. I was like 16 or 17. I told
Yeah.
my parents I was like I have to go and work early, and I had my like dress shirt and my slacks in a backpack,
Did
and
you tell them this
no,
recording?
they never found out.
No way.
And so I went pretended like I was going to work, and I just drove to Blanca, and I literally got high on the way. I smoked like way in the beginning, like
Yeah.
I still had like 2.5 hours.
Mhm.
And I was tripping the I was like, why did I fucking do
Yeah,
that?
she
You
was
idiot. But I changed while I was driving and put my pants on and went in, and it was like a 5-minute, because it's a tiny like
Yeah,
town of 200
right.
people. I walk in,
Yeah.
they're like, hey, were you speeding? I was like, yeah. They're like, all right, get out of here. And then I drove home.
Crazy.
Yeah,
That's
it was such a fucking shitty,
That
just
cop
dumb
knew
by
what
me.
the fuck
I
he was
forgot
doing.
you had to go back for
Yeah,
the
I
court
did.
day. That's
Uh-huh.
He's
great.
like, I'm
Because
gonna
you got
start
pegged with the
shit.
ticket
Yeah, it
because
was-
you were driving.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. And he dumbed it down. He's like, okay, I'm not giving you guys possession, but you're gonna get a speeding ticket.
He said, "Don't ever come back to this town again, smoking that weed."
Yeah.
Smoking that reefer.
Smoking that reefer. Yeah, but he was cool. He was really nice. He was like a Mexican guy. Remember, he had like really short. He looked like a fucking. Like he could rip you a new one if you wanted. He was very scary.
Yeah.
He
And
ended up
that's
being
why I
cool
was
with
like,
us 'cause we were honest.
we
with
can't
him.
lie.
lie. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I
He'll
was
fuck
scared.
you up for sure.
He's like, I'll get the fucking dog. Like, I can smell it. I'll get the dog. And so we were like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, there's no getting out of that one.
No,
You
but he
gotta
just
tell
knew
him,
what to
hey,
do. He was
be
like, I'm gonna
honest.
scare the shit out of these kids.
And we were young, exactly.
Take
Flushing
me
it
to
down
the
the
station.
toilet was like the best thing that could have
Yeah.
happened there. That was the best. We rolled a 20 on that one. You know. The,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
nat
true.
20. We rolled
yeah.
a nat 20 there.
Were you with us at like Red Roxborough or Red Rocks National Park when it was? I was there with Eric, and I think it was you or Nick, and I had just gotten there to go camping, and they had like a bunch of beer cans around the campsite.
Oh,
Was
I
that
was
you?
not there, but I know exactly what you're
Oh
talking
my
about. It
God,
was you,
see,
Eric, and Nick,
I
I
got
think.
so fucked because Eric literally.
You like just got
Dude,
there.
I got there 15 minutes ago. Eric, I get a phone call from Eric at like 8 a.m. He's like, yo. I was like, what's up, dude?
Sounded just like him.
He's like, come to Roxborough or whatever. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm at the top of a fucking mountain. I hiked up here to call you to come camp with us. I was like, all right, let's go. What's up?
Hell yeah.
I drove like 2 hours out there,
Middle of the night.
and I drove down this
Middle of the
fucking
night.
dirt road for like 40 minutes because he gave me directions, but I like could not fucking find him.
Mm-hmm.
Finally found him after like 2.5 hours of driving. I get there, they already went through like 230 racks in the last day or two. So
Yeah.
there's beer cans everywhere, and I'm like, yo, let's start up a campfire and blaze a little.
Yeah.
I had the weed, of course. That's when all my pieces got taken.
Oh.
Oh,
Now I'm
yeah.
remembering, because like I said, I had my center console had like 4 or 5 pipes in it.
Yeah.
I had the Zong, what I'm talking about. I had the
Right.
bong in the back, in the trunk. And a fucking state trooper rolls up as we're sitting there. I have the bong in my lap. I'm about to rip it. And a state trooper rolls up and is like, hey guys. And one goes by and he goes, hey guys. And we wave at him and go, hey. And he just drives on by. And then like a minute later, another one comes behind and is like, just pulls on in. And I'm like, I like put it in my shirt.
Oh shit.
And he walks up. He's like, oh, quite a lot of beer cans. You guys have your IDs?
Yeah.
And I'm like-
definitely not. Not
I'm
21 yet.
Oh my god. So we give him our IDs. He's like, oh, so nobody here's 21? And we're like, no.
It's probably better that nobody is than one person being 21.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that person would be so fun.
Yeah.
So basically, long story short, he ends up also obviously seeing that I have a bong and weed. He ends up searching it was my car and Nick Prescott's car. He goes through Nick's car. Nick doesn't have anything except for they had the alcohol. And I told him, I said,
He didn't have anything?
he didn't have any weed or anything.
Huh.
And that's probably also why they wanted me to come, because I had the weed. You know?
Yeah, right.
So, but all I had was weed, and I told him, I was like, listen, I just got here 15 minutes ago. None of this is me. I'm the weed.
I'm the weed.
I said,
There
I'm
you
the
go.
weed, that's not me. I just got here.
Okay, Dante.
Yeah, it was a Dante moment, but I was like,
I was like, yours is true.
but I was like, I'm not trying to get hit with 2 fucking things.
Right.
I am not doing it.
Yeah.
And the fucking,
fair.
the other thing probably happened recently where I'm like, fuck this.
Right. Yeah.
So, but basically, he searched my car and found everything I had, took every piece I had. It was probably $1,000 worth of
Oh,
pieces.
what a dick.
Between all the pipes and I had a $500 bong, and my other bong was like $150.
Yeah.
And then all my pipes, probably not 1,000, but at least $800.
I mean,
Oh,
a
probably
lot,
at least.
yeah.
And then my like 5 grams of weed. And I drove home
What a dick.
afterwards and like bought weed and a pipe on the way home. I was like, fuck you, dude.
Fuck you, man.
Just so pissed. But they ended up getting like a minor in possession of alcohol.
Yeah.
And it was like and I also was so scared because I was like, oh my god, like I might go to fucking jail because
Yeah.
this is illegal.
Right.
But he said, listen, this isn't it's federal law here. So you're just gonna get a fine. Like we're not gonna take you to jail. It's not gonna be on your record. It's just a fine. And I was like, oh my god, thank God.
Really? Because I thought federal was more strict
It
with weed.
or whatever it was.
Or
Like maybe not
state.
federal, but it
Or
was
state law.
It was some
Or
sort
state
of
park
some sort of
probably.
thing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a state park.
But basically, he said,
Oh,
you're just
right.
going to get a fine.
That sounds-
And I was like, okay, thank God. They ended up getting a fine for like $200 for minor in possession of alcohol. I got like a $900 fine for
What?
minor in possession
For
of,
the weed.
of cannabis.
Yeah.
Mine was like
Oh my God.
$800 or $900. Plus, I lost $800 worth of glass.
Holy shit.
So
Yeah,
I was
big
pretty fucking irritated. I just said,
Tough swing
I said,
there.
I'm going home, guys. Bye.
Did
And I
they
just,
help you pay?
Fuck no.
Oh, those
That's a
bitches.
joke.
That's
Went right
so
back home.
suckers.
And like one of the I love Nick, but one of the reasons my mom also doesn't like him is because when I fell off Castlewood, I had a jar of it was like 30 or 50 grams of
Oh, that hash jar.
Oh shit.
that my brother
Hash
gave
jar.
me. He like made it himself, and it was like in a hash jar. It was
It
probably
was insane.
$500 worth of hash.
No.
And Nick pulled it out of my pocket and took it and smoked it all.
Oh, cool.
And it's not that I don't care, like, it's just the fact that he did it. Because, like, obviously I fell off Castlewood. I'm not going to use
Well,
it.
yeah,
Right,
but
I think
if
that
you
was
the
take it and
thing.
save it and give it back.
And he
when
gave
you're
it back to me, and it was like
all the way gone.
2 grams.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? He's like, I didn't think you were going to want it. I was like, bro, it's not about me wanting it. It's about you basically stealing
And I respect
$500 from me.
True.
So that really fucking irritated me with him.
Damn.
But he did, he ran down, like, it's all good. In the grand scheme of things, it's all good, but it really just, like, felt like it was really disrespectful. Because, like, also, that's what you're worried
Your friend's
about.
like dying right here,
That's
and you're
what
just
your
gonna
biggest
grab the
concern
Well, I
is.
don't think they wanted that
And
in
I
your
know,
pocket.
I know
though,
that he
too.
wanted it, yeah, but, like, to take it home and then smoke all of it,
Right.
like, he was probably smoking it while I was in the fucking hospital, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But when I got out, but
Dude,
it's
I
also,
remember
I'm
you
sure
taking that rip when you got out.
yeah,
that
the
dab.
day I got out of the hospital.
Oh my god,
took
I was
like a
just gonna ask about that.
huge
Yeah.
dab.
What is so okay? The day
That
you
was
get out.
ridiculous.
So I was and also I was 18 at the time.
You're right.
I have a very addictive personality myself. Like I've struggled with weed addiction. People that say weed is not addictive, you have a stronger
no,
you have a
it's
stronger
definitely-
mindset,
No, I'm addicted.
a stronger will than I do. I can't do it, or I can't just like do it once a week, or I can't. So I was very addicted to weed, and every day every hour I spent in the hospital, I was thinking about I was getting
I
high
just
when I
want
got
weed.
out.
I just want weed. I just want weed.
So I finally got out, and I was also fucked. I was like existential, because when I was in the hospital, when I woke up from the coma, I was like a totally different person.
Yeah.
Like mentally.
What was it like?
It's very hard to explain,
Yeah.
and it's also very like. I can't really talk too much about it without
It's like triggering.
without just it like I'll almost like start crying just because it like
Yeah.
really like.
It was fucking horrifying.
Fucks with
Most
me, yeah.
traumatic
Yeah.
part of your
But,
life. Yeah.
But when I woke up, I thought to myself, "Oh my God! Like, this mind is not my mind. Like this is not me. Like this is not the same me."
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to explain, but that was all I could think is, this is not the same Chris.
Right.
I am different. But I never really ever looked inward or like analyzed myself ever before that. So I never really knew who I was before. All I knew was I was different now, but I didn't know what was different about me. But I was like, I feel like I'm a stranger. It was very, very, very scary.
When you woke
Kind of like
up.
forgot yourself in a way.
Yeah, and I just like, it was like, people have a midlife crisis. It was extremely existential and
Oh, for
scary to
sure.
where I'm like, I do not know who this person is. Like,
Alright, you had
I
a
don't-
near-death experience.
What's
like,
up,
weird.
Bubba?
That's
And I
great.
also was like literally a vegetable. Like I didn't know who my dad was. I
Mm.
couldn't tie my shoes. I didn't know like my birthday.
But that was like right when you woke up.
That was the first few days. Yeah, I was
Oh,
like the
really?
first 2 days. I was like basically a vegetable. And I remember like all I remember is Jacob and Emily. I like woke up for like a moment, and Jacob and Emily were in the room, and I would like look down, and I was like naked.
Oh no.
I didn't have anything over me except for a fucking tube in my dick.
Right. Yeah.
Which I still remember that.
Like,
Very.
in it.
yeah,
it's
a catheter.
goes inside.
So a tube
How
goes
else is he
in
gonna
your.
pee?
It goes in your penis all the way to your
It
bladder.
can't go over it.
No.
In
Well,
your-
you can't.
Yeah.
There's.
Well, that's for pleasure.
A little messy.
Yeah. Those are condom
Yeah.
casts. I've put a catheter in before.
Condom
Not in a
cat?
male, but in a female.
But yeah, it goes in your urethra up to your bladder.
That
So that
sounds
way,
horrible.
I was like, I have to pee, and the nurse is like,
Wow.
you already are. I was like,
You
what?
are.
And then I looked down and I have a fucking tube in my dick. I was like, what is happening?
She said you already are.
That was the worst. Yeah. Like,
Gosh. Oh,
That was the worst thing about all of it, truthfully. Besides the existential part,
Sounds
was
horrible.
after they took the catheter out, if I wasn't in the bathroom peeing within like 10 seconds of having to pee, I was pissing my
Coming
pants.
right out.
Uh,
Open that hole up.
I was gaped. Let's just put it that way. Yeah.
It's crazy.
But
I hope you're recovering fully from that.
yeah, no, I'm good. I can hold it now. But so yeah, I just didn't know who I was. It was very scary. I recovered really quickly, like,
Well, yeah, you were young.
but even still, like because all I did was just tests, like all day long when I was there. If I wasn't eating lunch
They were
for
doing
an
some
hour,
shit
I
too.
was doing PT or tests. Just tests for the first week. I was in whatever that hospital is off Lincoln. Whatever. It's one of it's like not Skyridge, but it's the other big hospital in
Venice?
Parker.
Parker
And
Venice?
Parker Venice, I think. Yes.
That's where I'm going to work.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
my
Yeah.
God, that's crazy. Okay.
Parker Venice.
Yeah.
But then they switched me over to Spalding
Mhm.
brain rehabilitation. Like they specialize in brain
Oh
rehabilitation.
shit.
So I was there for a week, and that's where I did like all of my PT and also still testing.
Yeah.
And then I was there for a week, and the whole time, all I could think about was getting high. And then literally the day I got out, I went and chilled with Nick. And
We went to the basement.
we went to Jacob's basement, and they loaded me up a big old bowl, and I took a fat fucking bong rip. I like smoked some of a joint, and I took like one of the biggest dabs I've ever taken. And
All
I-
back to back to back.
No,
Yeah, all while we were
because
there.
we were not encouraging this behavior. In fact,
No,
we
no,
were
I told
quite
them.
against. We were like, okay, Chris is coming over. We probably shouldn't be smoking. Like he's probably gonna need to recover. And Chris is like, so where's the dabs at?
I got there, and I was like, time to get high.
And we're like, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then he almost got you got a bit defensive about it. You're like, no, give me that shit, because you've been
Yeah.
you obviously been craving it, the whole time.
And I
you were
just,
there,
I think
like-
obviously it was to cope and
yeah.
all sorts. I just wanted to. I'm like,
You wanted to feel like normal too. 'Cause that was, like,
yeah,
normal
it's,
stuff.
yeah, like I knew, yeah, exactly, like anything to make me feel like the old
Oh,
me.
yeah,
And now
yeah,
it's different. Now I'm like, and it also changed a lot of who I was. Like
Oh, no,
I
I know.
became more. I'm still an asshole, but I became less of
No,
an
you
asshole.
did change. It was noticeable. Like everybody even mentioned,
Oh,
like
no, I hear that
new
all the
Chris
time, yeah.
in a way. Like this is the new
Right.
Chris, sort of like he's changed. You did change, like,
And
and that
I-
was very clear,
I
even
became
to you.
less
You
of
know
an
that.
asshole and just, but I had to like rediscover myself. So now that I'm older, it's different. Like I'm Chris,
No,
but it was
Yeah.
really hard. So yeah, I was crazy high for like 12 straight hours, and I went and I bought a PlayStation 4, and I bought Batman Arkham Knight.
Hell
That
yeah.
was
I
a good
wanted-
investment.
And I remember waiting in line at GameStop. That's how long ago it was. When you still wait in line for like
wow,
midnight release.
That's crazy.
I'm waiting in line
The
for like
good
2
old days.
hours. I get it and I go home and I'm like, what did I just do to myself? I remember getting home and then sitting in the grass in front of my yard and just like staring out into the street like, what did I just do?
Right. Yeah.
What did I just do? Did I just fry my like?
Mhm.
What did I just do? Did I make myself retarded forever? Seriously, I was so scared.
Yeah.
And
Because
then
of the dab or what?
Yeah,
It's
just
like you were
from
still-
frying my brain because I just got out. I just hemorrhaged my brain.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hemorrhaged
like-
my brain.
Yeah.
So I was like, what did I just do to myself?
Yeah.
Just so scared. And then I think like a week or two went by and I smoked one more time, and same thing. I was like, oh my god, like
It was just too
I'm
much.
killing my brain. So then I didn't smoke for like 8 or 9 months.
Wow.
But then when I came back, I started smoking, and then I got really addicted to LSD.
Oh really?
I was taking like 3 hits of acid, like literally every other day.
So is this like
Oh
Bloom
yeah, I do
Chris
kind of
then?
remember
When I knew you?
No, post Bloom Chris.
Because you
I-
did 7 tabs.
that. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That was-
Remember you
Oh,
got
no,
up
no,
for
yeah,
Tipper.
no, you're right, you're
For
right.
the sunrise set.
Yeah,
for
that
Tipper.
didn't happen.
No, yes.
That is the best story.
I got it for Tipper and took tabs right in the morning for the
Yeah.
sunrise
At
set,
like
and then
6
the
a.m.
set
or
was
something.
actually a closing set.
Oh.
And I actually ended up missing it
Oh,
because
wow.
I was tripping all morning
Right.
and
All
then,
day.
or whatever, all day, and then I took more acid later at night to be tripping for his, because he had a high tempo, an up tempo show
Mhm.
set and a down tempo set,
Mhm.
and I wanted to be tripping for his up tempo set.
Mhm.
And I went back to the tent because his show was about to come on in 30 minutes. I went back to the tent and fucking fell asleep in the tent
Dang.
and missed his high up tempo set.
That sucks.
So then I was fucking tripping nuts for his the
Yeah.
next day for his down tempo. So yeah, but that was post Castlewood.
Mhm.
So yes, but that was before I met Paige.
Mhm.
When she
Yeah.
went the next year, it was much minor. We just did like the chocolate with the psilocybin.
Oh,
where you had
nice,
the chocolate bar.
Yeah.
It was way lesser, but yeah, that year, the first year, I was going fucking crazy. But yes, it was that same time frame
Mhm.
for like a year or two straight. Probably 3-4 times a week, I was tripping acid, and every time I'd go over
It's crazy. Yeah.
to Jacob's or to hang out, I'd be like, hey, you guys wanna?
Drop
And they'd all be like, dude, you don't need to always be tripping. And I'm like, more for me. Boop.
Yeah.
I really struggled with that for a long time, and every time I tripped, I tripped probably. So I went for a year. I probably tripped like 150 times that year,
Wow.
and which I'm not saying that like, oh yeah,
No.
I'm like really disappointed about it, but literally the first 5 to 10 trips were amazing. Like, oh my, this is so amazing.
Mhm.
And then every single trip after that, so 140 trips were
That's horrible.
bad trips.
Damn, you're just like chasing the first. 10.
Exactly, and I knew they were going to be bad trips, and I still did it because I'm like, anything's better than this.
Damn.
I was in a really, really bad spot. Very
Yeah.
bad spot mentally.
Wow.
Yeah, most of the trips I've done were bad. I've only had like one good trip,
Yeah,
maybe 2.
and it was probably a mushroom trip.
Mushroom trip, Appaloom.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was
Acid
the best
trips,
one.
even though they make your stomach feel like shit, I always preferred a
I've never
mushroom
had a
trip.
good
I only
acid
tripped
trip.
on mushrooms like 4 or 5 times. But
I just remember the last
Yeah.
time you did mushrooms, or maybe it was the second to last time
I
because you
threw
did
up.
the tea. But like, yeah, it's like
Camping?
windy,
Yeah.
it's horrible, it's scary and cold out, and he's just yakking.
Was
After you
awful.
throw up though, it's like you feel better, and then you also probably are tripping harder. And
I just don't
It's
like
nicer.
the feeling of tripping that much. It just
Yeah.
makes me feel uncomfortable.
it's
I
like
don't know.
pressure
I feel
on
like
your
anxious.
head. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's hard to.
Yeah, I
explain.
feel like I do feel like pressure, and then it like releases. There's like little like bubbles or something going off in your head or
Very
something.
anxious
Not
though,
good.
like paranoid. And I tripped once with Paige because she had never tripped. She's like
Yeah.
never done anything other than smoke weed.
Sure.
And so she's like, it's not fair. Like I want to do it. And every time I was like, no, you're
Like, you
not
don't
gonna
wanna
like
do
it. I
this,
promise you, because of all of my bad experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I just want to do it once. Like she's like, you got to have your fun. I never got to experience that.
Yeah.
So I was like, fine. So I got some tabs from Nick P. I think.
Mm-hmm.
He's
you
like,
don't want to tell her like you're gonna have a bad time. Here you go.
Right,
like you
right.
want to try to
I
get
don't
her in a
like it.
positive
right.
mindset.
And so we ended up like at whatever point, I was like, okay, let's trip one time. And I tried to exactly be good about it. I was like, it'll be fun. And we got some tabs from Nick P. And he's like, these are very strong. He's like, just take half a tab,
Some Jalen
and
tabs.
if it doesn't work, take the other half. Or if you're not tripping hard enough, take the other half. I was like, all right, cool. We each took half a tab, and we sat for like almost 2 hours, and we just like did not start tripping. So we're like, all right, let's pop the other half.
Oh no.
And we both tripped our fucking nuts off, and she had a really, really bad trip.
Did she?
She was having fun for like an hour, and then she just like was spiraling, like, and she was like looking at me, and I was like, she was like scared of me. She's like, you're not Chris, like, just because when you're tripping, you can see
Shit
like
is so
every
distorted,
crease in someone's
yeah.
face, every pore.
Yeah, and they're like
It's-
shifting too.
Yeah, and she just was really having a hard time. And then I ended up, she was like laying on the ground, and I like pulled her up, and she said like when it happened, it felt like she was like coming out of like water.
Yeah.
And she like once that happened, like she was like underwater, and like once I pulled her up, she felt like way better.
Oh, cool.
And then we went and got Cafe Ria. Funny enough,
Mm.
we drove down there.
Oh, good.
Jeez.
Good idea.
Because when I first started tripping acid, I would go to Jalen's. Do you know Jalen?
Jalen
No.
Hurts.
I don't know what is
Jalen
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is a football. He's the Eagles quarterback.
All I know is that I
His
like
name is
him.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Velovis.
Fuck you.
But basically, I would drive to his house. He lived in Highlands Ranch. I would drive to his house, and he would. He had liquid LSD, so he would put it on. He would put on Sour Patch Kids, and you eat the Sour Patch Kid. Yeah. But there was a few times where he would just drip it straight onto my tongue, and he would
Yeah.
give it to me. I'd eat him right away, or he'd drip it on my tongue, and I would just start driving right home, and I'd be tripping before I even got home.
Really? Wow.
But like in the Christmas time is when I first started like really doing it a lot, and I would just drive around by myself. I would just drive around and look at the Christmas lights, and
You're like, wow.
That's crazy.
yeah, it was. But yeah, so
That's
I had
And
to
then
trip
you like
over-
ran over that lady.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
used to drive like a lot when I would trip. I liked it, but then it started freaking me out. Like I couldn't fucking do it. Even when we would chill out at Bingham Lake in the Pinery, Eric's house was like a quarter of a mile away, if that, and I would not drive to his house. I was like, I'm not driving. What do you guys guys do?
Well,
Because I
I
was
swear
so
those
scared.
cops love to chill in the pinery.
And and I was just so scared about it. And so I had never driven tripping acid since then. And then when we were tripping, I was like, that was the first time I had driven, and it was so scary. We drove like all down by Park Meadows and shit.
Oh my god.
It was scary.
That was sketch.
Yeah, that was a very dark time of my life. If I wasn't like too scared to, I probably honestly would have killed myself. Like
Oh my
straight
god.
up, because I was just so fucking depressed and
Yeah.
just like just fucked up.
Well, in a way, those drugs could have saved your life, though. Maybe.
No. I would have been too scared either way.
Oh, I
like
see,
I
okay.
desperately wanted to, like, for a long time. Just being in your head, you know what I mean? And just wanting to like escape, but I was just always too afraid of like pain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I had a phase where I like cut myself and shit,
Oh.
like, but that was before. That was pre-Castle. That's when I was pretty young. But
Damn.
I had
But things got better after you met Paige, I feel like.
and even before then, yeah. Well, she really was like the light, because
Yeah.
before Paige was Natalie.
I don't
Which
remember Natalie.
You never met her. I dated her very briefly, but I was like infatuated with her, and she ended up cheating on me. And so she really fucked me up. Just because any girl I've been with, except for Bree Graves, any girl I've ever been with, I've been like all in, head over heels. Like with Zoe, like I would have fucking married her if things worked out. If she wasn't a fucking sociopath, I loved her. I would have ended up marrying her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was crazy.
And that's how it was with Natalie too. Like I was all in with her, even though we only dated for a while. And then she I was always the kind of guy too, especially when I was younger, because I just had money. Like I lived at home, or like when I first moved into the condo with Destiny, my rent was like $300 because my parents owned the condo. So I just was, and I was making a shitload of money at Richie's, and I was also stealing a lot of money.
Oh, good.
Like there was a trick because I was a manager, so I could see. At the end of the night, I could check and see like exactly how many. They're called a rewash, but it's like if somebody would go through the car wash and then they didn't get clean or they were pissed off, it didn't work well enough, they'd come back around and we'd send them through for free. But it was called a rewash. So if somebody came through and they gave me like a 20 and they're like, just keep the change, I would just put it in my pocket and send them as a rewash. So I'd probably steal like $50 a day.
Oh, nice.
Or more. So I was making like a fuckload of money, and I was buying pins, like just splurging.
Random
and
shit,
I was with Natalie, like I took her to the Doubletree Hotel
I'm
because
trying to remember Natalie. I don't remember her face.
you never. I don't know if you guys ever met her.
Really, I remember her name, but I don't remember.
But yeah, but I just spoiled the shit out of her, and she kind of just took advantage of it, and then I found out she was cheating on me, and I was like, what the fuck? And she's like, well, I go to school with this guy, like.
Oh, that makes it.
How could I not be attracted to him? I'm like, what the fuck? So that really, really crushed me. But but then when I met Paige, she like, same thing. I'm all in. I'm head over heels, and things were very challenging at the beginning of our relationship. She was very, very traumatized from previous abusive relationships, all sorts of shit.
Sure.
But yeah, after all of this, these 8 years, like I would have never become this version of myself without her, which is really cool.
Yeah, totally.
I really grew a lot with her and just learned like, I don't know, just became a man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm no macho man, but like I learned what
Responsibility
it means to
and,
be, and to protect my wife
Right,
and do whatever it takes to make sure she's taken care of, whether it's money, whatever. You know what I mean? Like. And that's why I'm trying to get my electrician thing going, which I'll end up doing in Idaho. But it's like, give me a job that's like a real career that I can take care of my wife and future kids with. Yeah. But I never would have been this person if I never met her. I'd probably still be at Richie's, you know what I mean? Just like in my shell.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she was what allowed me to get out of that.
Yeah.
So, and the gym too.
Right.
I have to also give a lot
You
of
have like a
credit to
good
the gym.
outlet too for like all of your.
Because the gym makes me feel like shit about my physique, but it helps my mental a lot, like overall. So
Seems like you both changed a lot.
sorry to be.
Yeah. No, this is like
Well,
I don't know.
just
We haven't talked to you
Yeah,
forever.
I know.
It's nice.
Yeah, now you know a little bit.
And I just like
A little
love
bit of my
hearing the
backstory.
stories. I love the Wolfpack stories. They're always so funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I know. They're my
Chris was
favorite.
always the crazy monkey at the end of the chain.
Yeah.
Monkey chain.
Kind of the one peer pressuring. Like, oh, just fucking.
So much.
You look at it in like a
Eric
bad
too.
light though.
In a
but
good way though.
You guys were good and
We needed to
shitty
quit
in your
being
different
little
ways.
We were never like really shitty though. Like,
No.
yeah, we'd go ding dong ditching. That was like the worst thing. we
No,
ever
but I
did.
also
That was
mean
funny.
like I also mean like to each other with the peer pressure or the like
Oh no.
whatever.
Yeah, we were.
shit.
Yeah. We were always. It's always been good.
Right. So
Yeah.
just don't look at it like I
Yeah. No, I mean like just wanting us to do do shit that'll get us in trouble or be like hooligans. Yeah.
I want to do hood rat shit with my friends.
Dude,
Yeah.
I still have the Wolfpack video of us on the ice. I posted it on
Oh
YouTube.
really?
Yeah, I have it. It's on YouTube.
Falling in, and
All of it.
Nick going and jumping in.
It's like 25 minutes
I
long.
can't swim. The
What?
fuck?
See, I don't remember that. That must have been the next day or something, because I don't think we got that part on video. Maybe we
Really?
did, but I just
I don't
remember
really
Eric
remember
being
much.
crazy and like playing basically like hopscotch.
Yeah,
on the ice.
and then we're just like, who's gonna fall in first? And then we find out like a couple years later, like kids died doing
Yeah.
that same
doing the
exact thing.
same shit.
Like
yeah.
the exact same thing we were doing. They like 2 or 3 kids fucking died. Yeah.
Literally.
That's horrifying. It's actually fucking horrifying.
Yes,
Boy.
indeed, that did happen.
What time is it?
What are you going to? It's 8:30.
Sweet.
Dante saying it?
Dante said closer to 9:30 is what he said earlier.
Where does Dante live nowadays?
It's like 20 minutes. from
Broadway. He lives like it's not that far. Like
Oh, that same apartment
Broadway
across
and
from
I-25.
Sprouts or whatever.
Yeah.
Or from Whole Foods, I mean.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Nice.
No, it's
have you
right.
been over there?
Oh, I went there once. Yeah. I went there and hit the gym with him like
Oh, nice.
way back. I went with him and Nick G.
Oh,
Right?
nice.
Nick Gregory.
Yeah.
And we hit the gym, but it was like they wanted to go for like 30 minutes and I wanted to do my whole session, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was also the apartment complex gym, so they didn't really have like
All the
shit,
things.
yeah.
Yeah. We didn't add everything to our list.
Oh
We
yeah,
got-
let's go over it. Yeah, it's because I was fucking
We
giving
got.
my whole fucking history.
That was funny.
I
They were
didn't mind it.
just talking.
I left my phone upstairs though.
I don't even remember what we got on here. Wait, where did it go? Oh, here.
You said flat
Flat bench,
then
pull-ups, curls.
yeah, keep curls at the end. So are we doing a shoulder exercise?
Yep.
Okay.
So some overhead press, of some sort, or what do you do? Lateral raises. What do you do?
So if we're gonna be doing, if we're just gonna be doing one exercise like per body part or per like muscle group, let's do a lateral raise of some sort
Lateral
because
raises.
overhead press works the front deltoid,
Yeah.
and that's what bench press will also work the front deltoid.
Oh, okay, nice.
So it's still good to do overhead press, but in a circumstance like this, if we're gonna be bench pressing, there's no need to also do overhead press.
Oh, okay.
And
So
the lateral raises get the lateral delt, the side delt.
Yeah, that's when I need to work more.
And it's
Cause I always do the fucking overheads
Yeah.
ones, and so that's mostly front.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
it,
Okay.
it can hit the full, like it can hit the side too, but it
So
it
you're talking about like
prioritizes
these here,
yeah.
and then,
And I do cables.
or you just go out to the side, or do you
I just go out to the
press it?
side because front would be front deltoid.
Same
Like a
thing.
front raise would be front
Okay,
deltoid.
that makes sense. And then back.
Back would be if you want to look like a bird.
Have you seen the one they do with like the head? They like they like hold the things and they like bring their whole body. They're like on the ground. They're like in this position, and then they like grab the like grabbers. And
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah, I do that. That's my weighted cable crunch.
cable crunch. Is that what it
That's
is?
for your upper abs, yeah.
Is it really?
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't like.
Because when you
look at that one.
if you think about it, or like this is just the way it works. Like if you're hanging from a bar and you lift your legs up, or you do like a tuck,
Uh-huh.
bringing your legs up works the lower abs, but bringing your upper body down works the upper abs. Like doing a crunch is
Yeah.
upper abs.
Right.
Or I'm sure they have at Vasa. They probably have like a weighted ab machine where you like curl forward.
Yeah.
You know what I
They
mean?
probably do.
That's for
I
more.
haven't used that.
I mean, and they both do your whole core, but they prioritize different parts.
What are we
So
missing
I
here?
alternate my different. I'll do like an upper ab and then a lower ab the next time I do it. My lower abs are like, they don't show at all for some reason. My upper ones do, but my lower ones do not.
Do we need to do some sort of?
We can do a tricep
Try.
exercise too. We can do assisted dip. We could do,
Yeah, we use some dips.
because then I can use my belt for that too, which would be sweet.
Oh, which means like.
Well, I got it. I want to use it. Yeah.
What is that? That's 5 lifts there.
So let's see. So we did chest, shoulders, back, and then there's just legs, and then bis and tris. And we don't need to do an ab one. I can show you. Like,
I don't even think we need to hit legs today.
Cool.
You know, we just.
Oh yeah, that's right. Upper body. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my legs
Just
are not
looking jacked
recovered.
We're just trying to look jacked today.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And then maybe if he said we might be able to hit it more than once if we do end up going again, just
Yeah.
hypothetically, then we can do legs if you want.
Maybe Monday
Toast up the legs.
before we head out.
Yeah. What day is it today?
Today's
Saturday. Friday. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hit some legs.
And just do 3 exercises, get legs.
I'm interested.
Yeah, and since I've switched to my new gym and I do free weights now, it's crazy how much harder it is.
Really?
To do because you have so many more stabilizing muscles that need to be working.
Mm.
When you just do the Smith machine, it's you can push more weight and you can kind of isolate a little bit more, but you don't need to stabilize at all.
Right.
Like I could do 205 pounds on the fucking Smith machine and I do
Right.
180 on the flat
Right.
because it's but
the balance.
I can feel it way more in my chest. It's
Really?
nice. I like it.
That's cool.
The balance of it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Keep going, you wake the fuck up.
Yeah, do you take pre-workout or anything when you go?
I usually do a teaspoon of honey or tablespoon
Nice.
of honey.
Does that get you energy? Does it have
He read some shit about it.
It's supposed to make you have
It's like a
energy.
pre-workout substitute. It's
Gotcha.
like more natural
Yeah,
pre-workout
That's cool.
substitute.
I don't do anything like that, any
Yeah.
pre-workout or anything.
It's
I just eat a handful of peanuts and a little small glass of milk. That's my pre-workout.
That's a good one.
Just as long as I have something in my belly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to just drink a little bit of milk and go, but I didn't feel quite as good. My stomach would just kind of hurt.
Dude, yeah, I've done it to the point where like I haven't eaten, and then I've like done it. I will do like my 14 incline for an hour.
Fasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm gonna fucking
Shit.
die.
Yeah,
after
cardio's
it.
a little different too, doing it fasted. Because I used to go for a long time too and do all my workouts fasted.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I've learned.
it's better to just, because then I feel like fucking shit.
Yeah, I
Half
felt like
my
I was
I'm
gonna
like,
like
oh my
fucking throw
God,
up after.
uh-huh.
I was like,
Even though you have nothing in your belly.
Right. Yeah. And it's just because your blood sugar
Uh-huh.
is tanked to shit. Yeah. That's why I was like telling Jacob. He's like, "Is it normal?" I'm like,
Yeah, I remember that.
"Maybe."
Yeah, I know, yeah. I'll have a pickle too, because
Oh,
pickles have
pickle.
electrolytes. Or like pickle juice,
picky.
those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
good to. Good pre or
Some
post
pickle
workout.
action.
Love a picky.
Love a pig.
Piggle.
Nice. Well, what should we do until Dante gets here? We still got like an hour.
Well, are you
Shit.
meeting him
I
at
feel
the
like
gym,
that's
or is he
late.
coming here?
I don't know. He hasn't been here yet, huh?
No.
Should we have him just come here?
I mean, it's up to him. I don't know.
We can all just ride together.
Sure. I wish their pool was nicer. I would like to totally go swim. It's icky.
It can't be that bad. It's good clean, isn't it?
It just looks like dingy. I like read this thing that like fat people will like, since they can't like shower that easy, they like go into hot tubs and like clean themselves with like the jets. Don't
Gross.
fucking doubt that. It's really true.
Yummy. That's what those pieces of things
Yeah,
I find
that
floating
shit
in
floating
there.
around. So gross.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a sore throat. That's why I was drinking this tea.
Oh, yeah, is it better?
I don't think
worse?
I'm sick, but I just have a sore throat for yesterday and today. So
Try to stay away.
don't get away from, or don't get close
Don't
to me
get away
if you're nervous about
I'll be
getting-
fine. I'm already
catching
here,
that,
so it's
but-
like.
I was just trying to stay away from Jordan and Eric, because if you get one of them sick on
Yeah.
their wedding day, like, I'll kill you myself.
Kiss, give Eric a big kiss.
Yeah, make
Kiss
it
the
wet.
bride, or not the bride.
Yeah, but don't you dare kiss the bride.
Kiss the bride.
Yeah,
Maybe not that. The groom. That's the word I
you
was
can
looking
kiss the
for.
groom.
Groom the groom, you know what I'm saying?
Groom to groom action.
Doom the groom. Doom the groom.
Doom the groom. Yeah, I'm really excited. Is Nick still the officiant?
Yeah,
Do you know if that's.
yeah.
Because wasn't there a thing. Wasn't he supposed to have his kid be your guys' ring bearer?
Yeah, I guess somehow that
That
got
was a
lost
thing.
in the sauce. I did ask him, and I thought that it was all taken care of, but I was wrong.
And then with, it might have still been your guys' wedding too, where you had the wrong pocket square.
No, that one was Emily's. That was for Eric. Eric forgot his pocket square for Emily's wedding.
Was it Eric?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he felt
Was
really, yeah, it was Eric. I remember he felt
Was it
really
Nick?
bad. No, it was Eric, and because I remember he was like really upset about it, and so then Jacob cut. His...
Oh no, but Nick got the wrong color.
Oh, perfect.
Nick got the wrong color.
Oh, is that what it was?
So I was just nervous.
He was like,
But
I'm the
Nick
one
was
who
like gonna fuck this one. up.
Not that he's gonna fuck it up, but just.
No, just like a small.
And then with my wedding, I get that it's you have to fly out here, but Paige said she saw him like. I literally asked him like. For fucking like months, I was like, "Are you coming? Are you
Yeah.
coming? I need to know if you're coming." And he never ever he like ghosted me,
Mhm.
and then, never got back to me, and then was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come. I just have to, figure it out."
Finagle
And I'm like,
it.
cool. And then like 2 weeks before the wedding, I'm like, "Yo, dude, like, I need to know if you're coming for food, for this, for that." And then he's like, "Oh no, sorry, I can't afford it." And I was like, "It's all good." But Paige told me she saw a bunch of pictures of him like at concerts and like, which I get it.
Mhm.
Live your life. It just made me feel bad that he was. I felt like he was choosing that over me in
Yeah.
a way. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that might be a selfish.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I'm just trying
opinion.
I'm trying to remember.
But,
but that's true.
And it's in the past, but just all those things combined, I was just nervous knowing that he's the efficient, just because I want
Yeah.
everything
Right.
to be,
I
I
hope
just
he
want,
does well.
I don't want, yeah, I love Eric, I don't want anything bad to
For sure,
happen,
of
you know
course.
what I mean?
Yeah, as far as I know, he is.
And he's just doesn't ever say anything,
Right.
you know what I mean, so I'm like, I don't know.
Wait, Eric
you know?
doesn't?
No, Nick.
Oh, Nick, yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
just like, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Right.
Nick, well, as far as I know, he's doing it, and Jamie will also be the ring bearer. There's another one, too. There's 2 ring bearers.
Jameson?
Jameson.
I don't anticipate him messing up being the efficient,
Efficient.
or
I'm
like
sure he
I
is.
sure at least he'll go there and do it. I don't know how well it'll be. I'm sure he'll do a great
It'll
job,
be
but
good, I just didn't know if
It's
that
gonna
was
be,
still
like,
fun.
funny for us. Like, we can't laugh.
Yeah.
right.
Unless, like, we're supposed to. If he makes, like, a joke.
Yeah. No,
Oh yeah,
it'll
because
be-
Nick's kind of balding a little bit too, so he'll probably look good.
Oh, no.
He'll have, like, a
it's
nice
fine.
spot. Yeah,
Give
he'll
him
look
a little
good.
toupee.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
You might
Give him
just
some
want to
extensions.
Give him a top hat.
just take it off.
Yeah, he should just embrace it. Like, what's the
Yeah.
point? What's the point of like fighting it? That you
Yeah.
can't.
I think he's trying to grow it back.
But that's not like a thing.
No,
you know what I
you
mean?
can totally grow it back.
What?
You can.
Oh,
There's
come on.
medications for it. I'm in dermatology.
Yeah,
they
but
are.
like,
And it works.
I don't believe it.
You
I'm
can-
sorry. I know you're the
No,
you're the
you're fine.
expert.
It's
You
like
can do,
grass.
like-
you can grow
you-
grass.
True.
You can do a hair transplant.
I've had a bald spot on my leg too for like a long time,
Oh, yeah.
just from my sock.
Really?
Yeah. I've had this for like years.
Yeah. Does
Just
that
a-
happen to you?
Just not on this
I
one.
don't know.
It's a
I
little
got
bit
some
on
hair
this
there
one.
still.
It's a little bit on this one, but like this one is literally bald. Like
Yeah. Wow.
Interesting.
it's been like that. It's like baby smooth too. It's been like that for years.
You know what that
That's
actually
crazy.
like might mean? Your arterial like supply is like not as good down there.
What does that mean?
Just like the blood that goes away from the heart, so the blood that's
Ah.
coming down here is
And
like,
my feet are always really
feeding-
cold.
right.
And I have pretty poor.
so
my,
you probably
my
have poor
hands used to be-
circulation.
Huh.
So you're not getting enough blood there, you're not
Interesting.
getting enough oxygen, so the hair dies.
And I know you're the expert. I'm just joking.
No, I know. No, you're fine. It's just funny. Like,
Yeah,
you can grab it.
I would just embrace it.
Just
if it was
wait,
me.
he's gonna have a full head of hair.
True. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna give him the hookup, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
He'll take off his hat one day. We're gonna be like,
What the fuck, Nick?
fuck?
Yeah, I do feel bad for him on that front because he
I
had
know,
like he had like
that sucks.
white hair when we were in middle school, and now he's bald. So it's like poor guy.
So funny.
Yeah, and I do love
We'll
Nick.
make it work.
I do love him.
At least you
We've
can
just
wear
had
it.
our
I know.
issues in the
Hey,
past.
that's friendships,
Mhm.
man. Like it just is what it is. It's
And I know
fine.
I've been, there's been shit I've done that's
We've all.
fucked everybody.
We have all.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm perfect.
Yeah, true. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, don't ever.
Don't ever.
Don't ever insinuate that I've ever done anything. Ever.
Nothing to me. So yeah. there's
Well,
that.
but.
Yeah. My favorite memory of you is my first time meeting you when we were at Parker Day.
when
I thought you were talking about
Dante stole my girl,
with Ellie.
True.
you tried hooking me up with her, and then Dante's like, whoop, swoop. And I just
Dude,
I just let it happen, and
Yeah.
he got chlamydia, so
From
I
her?
he got the clap, so yeah,
From her?
Yeah. So
Oh
doesn't
my
work.
God.
so I was like, oh, but yeah, I was like into her,
He got the
and then
clap.
Dante's like, oh, sorry, bro. I think he even was like, hey, man, I'm really into her. Like, cool if I go for it. I'm like, yeah, dude, whatever.
Yeah, dude.
You picked up the mics and everything, man.
No, they weren't mics.
They were
the
Reds.
red
Oh,
Apple
that's
Orchard.
right. The red
Or no,
Reds.
Angry Orchard and Reds. Yeah.
It tasted like a fucking Fig Newton. I was like, ugh. I did not like it. I don't like beer, so that's me. But you were talking about how Austin had like became a person after he was Mormon, but I didn't know that that's who you were talking
Like
about.
Austin used to be a Mormon and then he became a person.
But I didn't hear the Austin part, so I thought you were talking about like Dante or something.
That
I
is
was
so
like, oh,
funny.
fucking weirdo. And then I was like, wait, you meant Austin?
That's funny.
Yeah.
I remember that night.
Yeah.
Good
It
times.
was a good fucking night.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I almost got hit for you guys. I was trying to save a spot in the
Got
parking
hit?
lot. Yeah, I was
By
trying
a car?
Yeah.
What?
I know. Someone was running me over like
And they were like, no, I'm going to park here. And you're like, no, you're
no,
not.
I was
I'm
standing.
staying
My
with you.
ass was standing in the parking lot. 'Cause I'm trying to save a fucking spot for you.
Did they end up parking there?
Hell yeah.
Oh, they pushed you out of the way.
Yeah.
What's your stance on people who do that?
I think
stand in
it's.
the parking
I think
spot.
it's wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is wrong. I don't give a
I mean,
fuck.
yeah, and you're also we were kids at that.
Yeah, I
point.
didn't give
Or
a
not
shit at the
kids,
time.
but
I mean,
we were kids. What,
17? Yeah.
Yeah, we were kids, and
I didn't give a fuck.
it's like, yeah, okay, stop me. Yeah, stop me then.
Right.
You're
yeah,
saving
run
the
me
spot.
over.
Okay. No, I mean
Oh, the
being the
car.
driver.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Like, okay.
Keep me from driving over you. Yeah.
No, they kept inching
I think
forward.
it's wrong, but whatever.
Yeah, me too.
If I was the driver, but I can also see myself being in the parking spot and be like, no, you know.
They'd be like, I got to park here.
Yeah.
They're right there. I see their car. They're coming.
Yes. Yeah.
They're like, fuck you, girl.
Sounds
But I
ours.
feel like that kind of thing doesn't really happen here. You know, that's more like a
Only during Parker
East
days.
Coast
Yeah,
or
just
like
Parker
or
days.
event type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Oh my god.
Yeah, if only you were here till Parker days, just a couple weeks.
When is it?
It's
Okay,
the
June
15th.
Oh really?
14th,
Gotcha.
15th.
Yeah,
It's our
that'd be cool.
anniversary. Mhm.
Maybe I'll just quit my job and.
True.
Yeah.
5-page out.
Start like
Yeah.
putting wires together.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be fine. This
Hot
will work.
wiring cars. That's a good way to learn. Yeah. True. Yeah. Do you have any clothespins by any chance?
Yeah, I do.
I didn't bring one. I need them to sleep.
I also have
Oh,
thumbtacks.
Ooh.
If you're interested.
Wow.
Yeah.
For a little piercage.
If you're interested.
Yeah.
So you probably don't ever hit the gym late at night.
Unless I have to. I usually
No.
go, because I work closing shifts, so I usually get up and then I'm at the gym usually by like 10. And then I usually have like a 2-hour session. So like, hour and a half on a good day. But like, 10 to noon or like 11 to 1. And then I just go right to work after.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around going to the gym here in an hour. I know it's happening, but I just keep yawning. I'm like,
No, it'll be good.
no, it'll be good though. We'll pump it out.
And once you're there, it'll be like, bing, your
You'll
brain
wake
will
up,
wake up.
yeah.
Once you do once
then-
I'm holding the bar over you, pushing it down.
And I'll feel
Lift
good,
it.
and then
Yeah.
I'll be all pumped, and then I'll sleep so good.
Yeah, really, yep.
Why you will.
Yeah.
Oh, you're real sweaty
Wonderful.
again.
Yeah, and you're welcome to stay here too if you don't want to drive back
Oh,
like
it's
late
no
at
big
night
Oh
deal.
no,
or
you're
whatever.
seriously.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys
Yeah.
a lot.
We'll get you
and,
some
and
sheets
me
and
saying
stuff if you
no,
want.
I don't want you to be like, oh, you guys
You
want
wanna
to stay
stay
with
with
us.
us?
No,
No,
I totally would,
yeah,
but
I just want you
my
to-
dad really
And
wanted
it's
me
his
to.
car too, probably.
Yeah, true. And yeah, it's true. But thank you for the offer. I do appreciate it.
We have eye drops and snacks to help you stay awake.
Eye drops.
Snacks?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Eye
No,
drops.
I'll be good.
Yeah,
I'm,
eye
I'm
drops.
good.
Make you
Yeah.
stay awake.
No.
Is that a thing?
I mean, pouring water into
Are you
your
fucking
eye.
kidding
Sure,
me?
sure.
Dude, yeah, when I was doing
Yeah.
night shift, I would take like the saline syringes and I'd go to the bathroom and I'd just squirt them in my eye and wake me right up.
That's
Love
funny. Yeah, it's hard for me to. That works for me for like 10 minutes if I'm really tired.
Yeah.
Because the only time I've ever had to do that is when I'm like driving,
Mm.
like a long distance, like from
Cross country,
Colorado
especially.
back to Wisconsin or
Yeah.
whatever, and
Yeah.
I'll get like an energy drink and I still will be like starting to kind of
Oh, I fucking know.
sleep, like heavy eyes, and then I'll put water in my face and it works for like 10-15 minutes and I'm like right back to.
Yeah, but if you're doing something monotonous like driving, it's easy to feel sleepy.
Especially at night, I
Yeah.
fucking hate night driving.
Yeah.
Feels like
That's
you're
what I'm
making no
saying.
progress. You can't see anything. You have to be really focused. Like
Especially if you're
Shit,
tired.
I know,
It's like
I know.
I've literally almost fallen asleep
Mhm.
driving, so I've had to pull over and take a nap.
yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, when I was driving from, cause now it's different, especially since I wrecked the car, or didn't wreck it, but like hit a deer with it. When I was visiting my mom last,
Oh, shit.
but like it was 23 hours home, and I drove the whole way, like just
Oh,
Straight?
straight shot, yeah,
Alone?
with Paige.
Oh my
But I didn't
God.
let her drive at all.
Why?
Just cause I'm like,
What the
I'm like I'll drive. You.
That's
relax.
crazy.
23
So 23 hours, but
Holy shit.
and when I drove, I'll tell you after, but because I fucking hate, like for instance, when we drove to my mom's, we stayed overnight. We drove like 12 hours and then stayed at a hotel, and then it was like another 11-hour drive. I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, I'm not. Even if we drive for, 18 hours, we still have to get up and drive 8 more fucking hours or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever the number is.
Yeah.
X amount more hours. I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted me to. She really wanted me to stop, and I was like, no, I'm going fucking straight through. I'm not fucking stopping. And she wasn't like, you're scaring me. I feel unsafe. She just was like, it's safer
Like,
for
are you
us
sure?
to.
Like,
Yeah. And I was like, sleep. It's all good. But literally, I drove for 23 hours, and we were
That's
20 minutes away from the house, and it was like 5 a.m. The sun was just starting to peak up, and a fucking deer ran right in front of my car, and I fucking hit it.
Did she wake up? Was she like,
Oh yeah,
oh,
she
fuck.
woke up, and I was like wide fucking awake,
Yeah, you're like, fuck.
and I was kind of like freaking out, like, oh my god, I just fucking hit that deer, and I knew that I didn't kill it right away because it like turned and I like hit it in the butt or whatever, and it like. I
like
didn't
a
know.
helicopter.
I didn't even know if it was still on the ground. I didn't even turn around. I like pulled off, and the front of my car was like smashed in,
God.
dragging on the tire. I'm like,
Oh
oh my god, why is this my fucking life? Like
Yeah.
my luck,
Yeah.
and then whatever. But there was a time where I was
20 minutes. That's crazy.
literally 20 minutes from the house, no joke. Fucking, I was like, why did I not fucking stay the night?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I not do it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
But there was a
Yeah.
time when we lived in Oregon, It's the time we came out for Halloween. That one
Yeah,
time.
and
and
you
I showed
surprised
we showed
us.
up at
Yeah.
your house.
Yeah.
It was a 25-hour drive because basically it's like an 18-hour drive if you can take all the optimal routes, but
Oh, shit.
one road got closed off,
Oh, no.
so we ended up having to like backtrack and detour, and we ended up having to take I-70 through the mountains, and it was like it was literally a fucking blizzard. Like there
Yeah.
was a chain law in effect. There was like
Oh, shit.
nobody on the fucking road, and it takes 4 hours to get from Junction, like right, you know,
Oh, I
you
know.
get over the
Yeah,
border.
yeah.
It takes 4 hours to get from
Yeah.
Junction to Denver.
Yep.
It took us 8 hours because I was going
Through the
30
mountains.
miles an hour the entire time.
Yeah.
I was behind a semi truck the entire time. It was the scariest, and I had both dogs. I had Paige, both our dogs, and Schnitzel, our skinny pig,
Yeah.
in the back. And so I was like, I can't. She was like, should we pull over? I was like, if
It
we
gets
pull, I was like, if we
snowing.
pull over, we're done.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't. If I pull over, I can't go start back up. I was
Right.
like, there's no choice. There's
Oh,
no
my
choice.
Yeah.
And so literally for 8 hours, she didn't say a word to me because she was so scared.
Yeah.
White
Yes.
knuckling it.
We had nothing on for like an hour. We had like comedy Pandora on, and I
Yeah.
turned it off. And for
So you're
like
like, I need
7
to watch
hours, I
Digest.
just
Focused.
and it was.
Dude,
It sucks,
oh,
dude.
And
I've done
then
that drive.
So then after 8
Horrible.
hours, we get off I-70,
Yeah.
and we're still like, even when there's no weather, you're still like 30 minutes out from
Mm.
Parker, and so it
Right.
ended up taking us another like hour and a half.
Damn.
And I was straight. It was 25 hours the whole trip, and I did it one shot.
What?
I was straight up hallucinating.
Oh my
I was looking over like in the field next to me, and I swear to God, I saw like shit, like oil rigs move, like the things you see
Yeah, like
moving, and they
that.
weren't.
Oh
And
my
just
God.
it was very fucking
So
scary.
when you finally where did you go?
My
So you
parents.
didn't just come straight. Okay.
Yeah, I stayed at my parents' house when they were still living in
I
Parker.
gotcha. Okay.
God, it was scary.
Holy
We left
shit.
it. We left it 5 a.m. from Oregon, and we got to their house at like 6:30 the next morning. A.m.
Dude,
It was the worst.
that's so scary. Oh my God.
And the weather made it fucking, and it wasn't really bad, and it was bad, but it wasn't like scary until we crossed over the border and we got
Those
to Colorado.
mountains, dude, it's scary.
Uh-huh.
We've driven, and it's not even like that bad. It's just fucking
Mhm.
terrifying on those roads. Like,
Well, and
they're
plus this-
windy, they're fucking like.
Literally, yeah, and it's up and down,
Oh, it's
and
horrible.
there's this, like I said, the semi truck is in front of me the whole time, and he kind of was like blazing the trail for me, but also
Right.
because it's semi,
He's
literally
blowing all
so
that shit
much-
on you, yeah. Oh.
it was scary, very scary.
Yeah. No thanks. I hate that drive. I'll never go through there when it's in the winter ever.
And of course I had no chance. It was in the Nissan Sentra too, my little fucking shitter.
No way.
The same one I hit the deer with. Just this little fucking tiny shitter.
Oh my
No
God,
chains, nothing. I was
so
like,
scary.
and I kept being like, we're fine. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I was fucking
You're like
scared
a
as shit.
shitty
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
But I can't like be
Tell her
scared
that.
too. Yeah. Like she's fucking,
Terrifying.
literally, she's pretty pale.
Clearly
like,
not.
normally, but she is like white as a ghost.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor baby.
And then we got there and she's like hitting me like,
You
why,
bitch.
I fucking hate. Why did we do that? I was like, because I was like, well, if we stayed in Grand Junction, then we might not have even been able to
Yeah,
get over. We might have
right.
been stuck there.
Yeah, true.
I was like, you're alive, aren't you?
Did you
Bare-
die?
barely.
But did you die?
Did you die?
Yeah, but like having the animals too, just
Oh,
like
that's,
was
like,
an
so
extra
much
layer
harder.
because
Were they freaking out?
no, they were cool because I was composed, but
Staying calm.
and they didn't, you know, they're just in the car. They don't know that it's horrible. you
Well, I
what mean?
know, but yeah, just
But
being
yeah.
in the car for 25 hours, like.
Well, Chester, Milo is the bigger one,
Mhm.
and he's like really, really anxious all the time, except for when we're in the car. He's calm as
He
shit.
loves the car.
But Chester is the opposite. He's always easygoing, and then when we're in the car, he does this.
Oh no.
Literally, just like that. That loud. He'll do it for like 14 hours until he's so tired that he can't keep his eyes open.
Yeah.
And then he finally relaxes.
Oh.
The last time, like when we went to my mom's house, because she was in Idaho, so when we drove there, we ended up getting medicine from
Oh,
the
yeah,
vet
totally.
for him.
Yeah, totally.
And this also happened on the way back. On the way there, he was good. On the way back, we gave him medicine, but he wouldn't just take it. We had to put it in his food.
Yeah.
So we gave them each half a can of food, so a full can split between them for food.
Mhm.
Gave Chester his meds, and then we had to drive to the Tetons. Are you familiar with the Tetons?
Mhm.
It's basically like it's like where Yosemite is. Yosemite National Park.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like a huge mountain range. It's like it's literally like I-70 on steroids. Like,
Oh no.
we were going down, and I had to ride my brakes for so long. I even put the car in low gear. I rode my brakes for so long I could smell them burning because it was so steep. And we're in our little tiny
Little
car. It's not
car.
like I'm in a heavy truck.
Right.
I had it in first gear, and I literally was still having to hold on the brake the whole time. I was like,
Sucks.
if those are my brakes, we're fucked.
Yeah.
But because it's so windy and up and down, and Chester is so anxious, he keeps jumping back and forth. About 30 minutes in, on the Tetons still, he fucking jumps on my lap and barfs all over me. His entire stomach, he barfed all over me, and all in the side, like the crack between the center console and the seat.
Oh no.
And it like soaked right through my pants. It was all over me, and I had it in my hand too, because I was like trying not to let it all spill out.
Right.
And I was like, and I had to drive I was like, I'm not pulling over until we get gas again.
Yeah.
So we drove for we had just filled up, so we drove for 3.5 more hours.
Well, you had vomit all on you. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was and then it stunk, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And that was within the first 2 hours of driving, like that happened.
Damn. Oh my
So then we had 21 more hours after that, and then I hit the fucking deer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
Dude, that's great.
But I should have just taken Chester as a sign to just
Mhm.
be smart, and I'm, you know me, I'm just like one of those dumb, stubborn men where I'm like, I've had my mind made up, I'm doing it.
We're doing this. Yeah. Well, I mean, most of the time it works out for you, I feel like.
Yeah.
But you have really funny stories to tell.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I can look back on it.
You
and
laugh at it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know.
My misfortunes.
Dude, I swear, like, the longest I'll drive is like 18 hours. I'm
That's a long ass fucking drive.
I know.
Anything more than like 5 feels like long to me.
Honestly, I don't know, because like the drive to Kansas isn't that bad, and that's 8 hours. Like that's pretty like good, because we'll split it up 4 and 4, and I like that, because
I
I'll like
guess
take the
that's-
first
yeah.
shift and I'll like sleep through it, and then I feel really good, and I'm like so ready to like pound through the
True,
4
true.
hours. But yeah, I don't know. And then to Arizona's like 12, and that sucks. I don't
Yeah.
like that drive.
Yeah, there was a time where Paige and I, one night when we first were dating, I was like, let's go get some fucking In-N-Out. And we just drove up to Utah.
Really?
Yeah, 8 hours.
Oh, it's nothing.
We fucking fought. We're like literally about to be there, and we're like fucking fighting. And so I fucking turn around, and we're about to just drive back, and then we fucking turn back
It's
around.
like, no, get your in out.
Yeah, we used to fight a lot. But,
Yeah.
And just be like juvenile, you know what I mean? And I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm fucking turn this fucking car
I'll
around.
turn this
She's like,
car
you're gonna drive fucking 8 hours back home. Like, yeah, let's
I'll
fucking
do it.
go.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I think we just slept like in the car,
Yeah,
in the parking lot
probably.
somewhere.
I would have eaten my In-N-Out and then fell asleep. Now I'm like,
Yeah, I hate driving now.
I know, yeah. Well, at least you got to fly for this one.
True,
Yeah.
Seriously, I was like, I'm not fucking driving. It's not happening.
No way. Especially alone, like that's so boring. To drive a long way.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't even know what the drive from here to Wisconsin would be. How long's the flight?
It's like 2.5 hours. A drive is like 16 or 18 hours. Because you have to go through a couple. It's not just like you can't just do
It's
a
not
straight shot. Yeah.
True. Yeah, I remember. I mean, obviously we flew there, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it's not as bad as going from Oregon to Colorado versus
Really?
Wisconsin to Colorado. It's
I feel like
close.
Oregon would
It's
be
technically
better.
closer,
Mm.
but
that heater down here? So I'm cold.
I know I am cold if you want to. What do you have? Is that food?
Strawberries.
Oh.
but yeah, we're moving to Idaho, and that's only like 8 hours.
Yeah,
So
that's so.
then I can come see you guys.
That's easy as fuck.
Exactly.
That's like no
yeah.
problem.
Uh-huh.
And we can come see you.
Yeah, it'll be way easier access. So.
Yeah, and Idaho's beautiful too. It's like a mini Colorado.
Yeah, Idaho's sick. Yeah, so it'll be good.
Where in Idaho?
It'll probably be either Twin Falls or Idaho Falls. Which
Mhm.
Twin Falls is more. Idaho Falls is like right. As soon as you like get into Idaho, it's like an hour in.
Yeah.
But then Twin Falls is like 2 hours farther past it. So
Is it affordable to live in?
it's a little more. It's definitely cheaper than here, but it's
Well,
it's a little bit more expensive than Wisconsin. But like the Midwest is just very inexpensive because nobody wants to live there.
Yeah.
Like strawberry?
I actually do not like strawberries.
Oh, you don't?
No. Thank you though.
Who doesn't like strawberries?
That's kind of weird.
I know I'm a weirdo.
Do you not like strawberry shortcake? No, I want that.
Anything strawberry
That's the
flavored,
best one.
I don't like.
Dude, one time we were in Florida and we were on a boat. Like
Uh-huh.
they were doing the deep sea fishing. You might have heard the story
Oh,
already.
nice.
But Dante was smoking a fucking strawberry or watermelon flavored vape. And
it was
I
watermelon.
is watermelon? Okay. Well, I was not vibing with those waves, and his fucking vape was making me even more nauseous.
Oh,
than
you were
I
on the
was.
boat. You
Yeah.
just went fishing, gotcha.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I was gonna,
Uh-huh.
but I got
You
so
just weren't
fucking
feeling well.
sick.
It's different going out
Yakking. Oh my gosh.
from the vape too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Did you get sick?
yeah. Oh, I got so
no,
sick, and I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
will you get the fuck away from me? Your
Yeah.
fuck ass vape. Like now, anytime I smell it, I'm just like reminded of that. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, I gotcha.
yeah, it was a horrible.
I
It was
went-
so choppy.
Yeah, I went deep sea fishing once when I was really young, and like I've been on cruise ships. You know, I had been on like
It's nothing like
three
that.
cruises. I've been on
It was
many
so
planes.
different, yeah.
But when we went deep sea fishing for the, you know, you got to go out into open water for like an hour. I almost got sick too.
We were out there for like 4 hours.
Yeah, yeah, but like just the travel out.
Oh,
there,
yeah,
Yeah, to deep water.
And then on the way back, it wasn't as bad because you're kind of used to it.
Oh,
At
it
least
was
for
like-
me.
It was like storming too.
Really?
Yeah, so it was raining.
Did you catch some
and
stuff?
it got
No.
nobody was catching shit. It was super choppy, and then yeah, she started to get sick, and we're like, the boat is literally doing this, and there's like an inside portion where people are hanging out where they're like not getting wet.
Yeah.
We're just getting poured on.
Oh,
and She's
really?
throwing up over the side, and the fucking wave goes down. And then,
The
the
boat-
boat goes down, the wave comes up,
What?
and we
Yeah.
both, I just say, hang on, and I grab her, and I grab the railing, and we literally get engulfed by the
What?
ocean.
Dude, I like
yeah.
was throwing up over the railing. He's like, hold on. And I was like, what do you mean? And I look up and I just see water.
That's
Like,
crazy.
above us.
It
That
was
is so
fucking
scary.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
holy
we
shit.
were
We had
potentially
that
gonna
go,
get
we
washed
would've
away.
gone
I thought the ferry was bad.
The
No.
whole ferry probably got rocked because like it
Yeah.
literally that wave came like up and
Yeah,
over it. It
that's
was
It
insane.
was
scary.
horrifying.
That's
Middle
Literally
of the
crazy.
ocean.
And
Yeah.
when we went, I was very young. I was like 12 maybe, so I didn't catch shit. I
Exactly.
was incompetent. But
That's where deep sea
there
fishing
were
is a
people.
scam.
They were like
Yeah.
fish on. They caught like 50 fucking barracuda.
Oh.
No
where were you
way.
at?
We were in
Florida,
Florida.
you said?
Florida.
We were in California.
No, that was in
Fort Lauderdale?
Fort Lauderdale.
Bro, they filled up like 4 or 5 coolers of barracuda
Wow.
with their big fucking like 4-pronged hooks, like just shit out industrial
ugly
fishing
Big
shit.
fish too.
Like they must have been like some professional anglers or like very very experienced because I swear to God they had coolers of them.
That's wild.
And we went to a few different locations, you know, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's so scary. I can't.
Dude,
even
yeah, and then I
imagine
had to get in a fucking like Uber soaking wet.
that.
That was
I
the
feel
funniest part.
awful.
We had no car
Right. So we just get into an Uber like
at midnight
Gotcha.
because it was,
it
like
late
8
at late
p.m.
night?
to
Well,
midnight.
Interesting.
I wanted to do the night one because you could see sharks. I really
Oh,
wanted to see a
supposedly.
fucking shark.
cool.
Maybe on a calm night.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
like not
if they're not in the boat with you,
right, literally.
being thrown into
And so
it.
we were soaking wet,
It's
and then we call the Uber, and we probably smell like seawater,
Yeah.
and we're just drenched in his
They're
back
like
seat.
these fucking pricks.
Yeah.
At midnight, it's like, here, take me to my
That's so
hotel,
funny.
please.
Poor Austin felt so bad too because he was like, he was so
We
excited
almost
to go
died.
fishing, but then like, yeah, it was an absolutely awful experience.
That sounds so scary.
Yeah, but it's a fucking good story.
We
now.
could have did.
Yeah,
It did, yeah.
I don't know. The open ocean scares me. Like,
Me too, but it's like so fast.
just if you were to like go overboard in
Yeah.
the open ocean, like the thought of that is fucking scary.
Oh my
Oh.
god, that's my worst fucking fear, dude. Holy
Yep.
shit.
It's not as
Because it's like a suffer. Like, you're gonna eventually tire out and then just drown.
and drowning is
Or
scary
just
as shit.
get
I
eaten
thought
by
of
a
that.
shark or something.
Right.
Or get stung by a jellyfish.
There's no good way to go. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like burning
You're not gonna
alive
you're not gonna live.
or
That's
burning
the
to
worst.
death or drowning are like the 2 scariest things I can think of.
Yeah.
Just like not having, you know what I mean? It's not like you just all of a sudden you're like this. It's like you start struggling, you know,
you
like
suffer
Like
until
falling
the
off of a
end.
cruise ship and just seeing and nobody seeing you and just
Literally,
seeing it
yeah.
like go away.
you're done.
Yeah,
you're
just
fucking
in the middle
done.
of no, you're just looking. You can't
And
see
there's
land
nothing
anywhere.
For you to stand on.
And by the time they realize you're gone, they're 100
Already
miles
gone,
away,
yeah.
200 miles away,
no
and
clue
they're
where
like,
you're
yeah, where is this? Like, good luck finding you.
Mhm.
Oh, he's in the Atlantic.
Come on.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah, and for you to
God.
stay afloat, yeah, fuck that. The only thing that scares me more, which obviously makes sense, is heights.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been afraid of heights, but after Castlewood, I'll see shit on Facebook, or not Facebook, on YouTube. Like, there's a movie called Fall, where they're,
Great.
it's like these 2 chicks, and they, like, climb up a fucking,
Oh
like,
no.
tower.
I know
You know what I'm
that
talking
is.
about?
Yeah.
And there's, like, a clip I
fuck
saw from
that.
it, where she's, like, looking over, and literally it makes me, like, feel like I'm
fuck
gonna
that.
jump, like,
Yeah, I don't know.
it kicks in, like, a fight or flight response, where it's, like, I almost, like,
Yeah.
it's fucking horrifying.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Is it raining? Oh, that's
Probably.
no, that's your heater, I think.
What?
Oh yeah. So.
It sounded like it was raining out, but it's the heater. I
Yeah,
think.
Oh.
it might be though. It's been fucking dumping for the past like.
It's been raining.
Yeah, my dad said the weather's been really weird here.
It has
'cause
been.
You don't get
It's
rain
been
much in
pouring.
Colorado.
Pouring.
Monsoon season.
But it's fine though, because like maybe we won't have any
I
fires.
don't think it's raining. Oh, maybe it is.
I just hope that it doesn't rain for us on Sunday in Canyon City.
Possible rain next
But I did see
I
that
doubt it will.
it might rain at their wedding. But rain's good luck, so that's fine. And it
And it's
doesn't
all-
start until like 4.
And whatever happens is what's meant to happen.
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah.
Like calling me the old Checkies.
The old Chackies.
Remember
Yeah,
that?
that's crazy.
Oh, who did that?
My nightmare of what are they called? The person that coordinator.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck, you're like.
She was a
what?
fucking nightmare. I literally told her I wanted Willem to like announce us out because I knew he knew my last name,
Right.
and she was like a fucking crackhead. Like she was such a retard. She couldn't figure anything out.
Damn.
Just the lead like made the wedding 1,000 times more stressful.
Oh, that's.
And she insisted. She like fought it away from him. She like insisted on being the one. So we're like, okay, fine. I knew there was gonna be issues, and we play our song to be
Yeah.
introduced,
Yeah.
and
Well,
now introducing Mr. and Mrs. Olchecki.
Yeah, I
fucking
remember that.
We were like.
I
what?
I look at Paige and I'm like,
I fucking knew that was gonna happen.
and that
This
was
fucking
that
movie,
that's the same thing we look back and laugh about it.
True, and honestly, like no one even heard it.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
she
we,
didn't say like Olszewski or something.
Right.
Olszewski.
and we ended up not paying her because she
Really?
was such a nightmare. Yeah,
Nice.
and she just did it like, I don't know. We paid for her to stay. We accommodated her, but we didn't pay her fucking tab, which we were supposed to, because she fucking
Sorry.
was awful. Yeah.
She didn't deliver.
And then she's like she's like eating and shit, even though she's supposed to be, like we allowed her food, but she's like just breaking rules and doing
Right.
shit she's not supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And we're like telling her like, yo, what are you fucking doing?
That's crazy.
Just all sorts of bullshit.
That sucks.
But
But it's all good. We
No.
looked at it's all
That was a
good.
beautiful wedding.
it
was fun.
It was so
Thank you,
fun.
yeah.
I loved your wedding.
all of ours has been
Honestly,
awesome. Yeah.
true. Yeah. I mean.
And
it's
they've all
all-
been unique in their own ways, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah, I
excited
can't
for
believe
yours.
Eric's
Yeah, your
getting
guys'
married.
wedding was gorgeous, and especially the fucking elk.
Oh, that
Remember
was
that?
crazy.
That was like
Yeah.
the coolest. She had a whole fucking herd of elk.
That
Just like,
was
what's
crazy.
up? You guys getting married? We
That
want to
was so
see.
cool. Yeah, right. They were like, we want to be.
Yeah,
cool.
beautiful.
Yeah, that was really cool. I love them all. Honestly, I love.
Yeah, Jacob and Emily's was gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Eric and Jordan's is gonna be gorgeous.
I know. I
so-
can't wait to see it. I'm like super excited. I think the cabin is such a cool idea
Yeah,
too.
very fun.
It was stressful to figure out, but we did it. We got it. We're good.
Yeah, it'll be
It was
good.
so fun. Honestly, it was just more stressful because they have no idea what we're doing
Right,
for the
right.
batch.
Yeah,
They have
yeah.
no idea that there's like an Airbnb and all this shit. So it was just like, oh god.
Having to like plan without them and make
Mhm.
sure,
It all like worked out.
even though it's for them, you have to plan it without them.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
tough.
whole thing. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But it's cool. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Thought they said he's 28 minutes.
Away.
Yeah.
Is he coming here?
I think so.
Sick.
I'm already like way dry though
Oh yeah.
after coming here because it's so humid in
Oh,
Wisconsin.
look, should I turn on this heater?
No,
Should
it's
I make you
it's
more
good.
dry?
No, no.
Dry it up in here a little bit.
The
It's a
heat
little
feels
too moist.
good. Yeah.
Honestly, this is pretty moist
No, this is
It's
like
pretty
humid,
humid.
as fuck for Denver.
Currently, yeah.
Yeah.
for how it normally.
But it's funny, like I'm
compared to-
driving around with my dad and he has the sunroof open and the sun's like coming in and I'm like getting roasted up. I'm like, holy shit, it is dry here.
Shit's fucking
But I hate the humidity. That's my least favorite thing
I love
about Wisconsin.
it. Oh my god, I love it.
I'm like, okay, I've been like sweating all fucking day. Like I've been literally moist all day long. Cut it out.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
your
I'm
skin
done.
and your
Fucking
hair
hate it.
loves it.
That's true, yeah. But
It makes
Fuck-
you
fuck
younger.
my skin
it makes
and my
you
hair.
stay like
Yes.
younger looking longer.
true.
So we're just gonna look like old fucking raisins soon.
But I
Yeah,
like
right.
that. I like
Big
Raisins,
I like
dude,
aging.
raisins are
I
fried.
think it's beautiful when people just age.
Oh, I
Like
hate
nowadays, like women are fucking doing shit and
Damn right.
they look like they're fucking 40. They look like they're 20, but also like they're 40.
Yeah.
It's just scary. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And do what you want to do. I just think it's. And then when they actually get older, they look like a fucking hag. I'm
No,
like, what
totally.
the fuck is going on?
yeah.
They're
Right.
60 and they look like they're fucking 100 with.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The plastic. that they
No,
put
I
in there.
totally agree. I don't like the filler.
And do
Filler
yeah,
looks
and do
great.
whatever makes you feel confident in yourself. Like I'm all for it. I just think a lot of this
The hype
generation,
right now is
a lot of this generation, and they're taking it so far. And
Yeah.
also, it's like we don't know what the fuck in 20 years. You don't know all that stuff you're putting in your face. Like
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like it's not. There's not like studies on long-term effects of this stuff. You know what I mean? It's like how when women get like breast implants. Like my mom had breast implants and one of them popped because she'd had them for
For a long time.
25 years or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
After she had kids, she's like, oh,
Mhm.
let me get some mommy milkers or
I'm
whatever.
totally-
Did
Yeah,
that
I
affect her health having it pop like that? Like, what did that?
Well,
she have to get, like,
I-
she had to
surgery or
go
something?
get it drained out, and so she had one that like had the implant and one that was all drained out. I never like saw, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she just
That, like,
told
fucked
she
up.
just told me about it, you know. But yeah, it definitely caught. It's like silicone in your body. It's not supposed to be spreading out in your body. It's
Right.
it's like encased. You know what
It's
I mean?
supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah, that's why like there's the saline ones. So if they do pop, it's just saline. So
Right.
it's fine.
Or maybe it wasn't silicone, but still.
Well, no, they have
Whatever it
silicone
was,
ones
yeah.
too. It could have very well could have been.
But yeah, it was all scary for her, so she got the other one out. And, but
We love you, mommy milkers.
yeah, bye bye.
Bye. That's funny.
No more MILF.
Less milk.
No more milk.
Now you just gotta buy your milk from the store.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
No.
she doesn't send it to me anymore.
More
She
milk.
doesn't have quite the volume.
Dude,
of
now I
work.
know why you were
Fresh
like,
milk.
so
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like, how can you afford all this milk? Well, most of it's
Why
free.
does he always have a milk mustache?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 2 jugs constantly. That's
Oh,
not-
All the time.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Well,
It's crazy.
I like my milk sweet.
Wow.
So yeah, Dante's gonna come, and it'll be his first time seeing the house. We'll have to show him around quickly,
And then hit the road.
and if we can.
How far away is Vasa from
5 minutes.
Oh, that's nice.
No, it's closer. It was closer to our old house, but it's still close.
But yeah, we could walk to it from
It's
here.
almost as far as DIA. 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was like 5 minutes.
Just kidding, I'm just kidding.
It was far.
I'm joking. It's all good, man.
I was like, I gotta go get him. I gotta bring him back. Then I gotta bring him back. And then I gotta.
Whatever,
come
we'll
back.
make it up to you by getting you. For
I'm
that thing.
I was like, if he
joking.
could just
I know
bring
you
him
are.
one way, I could bring him the other way. That seems like.
I got the whip. I got the freedom.
I
It's
got the
all good.
whip and a nice one too.
Got the
Yeah.
freedom.
Pretty cherry red.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's all fucking has a bunch of hail damage.
Yeah, I was,
I was, like, ready
I was
to see
hoping
your
your
dad,
dad was
though.
driving,
I know, I was
so I
like,
could say
hey.
hey to him. Yeah.
He would have done the same thing. Peeked out the window. Hey, is this he would
I would have chased him with my baseball
some
bat.
dumb shit. Yeah, you should. Hit him in his fucking bad leg.
Hey, this is my house. Get out of here.
Got
my
my
yard.
piece of shit.
Oh
Your
my
son does math.
That'd be crazy.
uh,
What would he do if I told him
did I do math?
that? Yeah.
He'd say
Yeah, I'd
he
probably
looks
be
pretty
like,
good
"Cool,
for a
so
meth
do
head.
I."
Yeah.
He'd say some shit.
Something
Dude.
like that.
I had this, no, it's like so unrelated, but I had a patient today. He was fucking nuts, but he was like, my daughter was like, she got stolen by the cartel, and she had to like fight her way and like escape
the
it. She's
hell?
like, you know, she's like a level 30 something black belt and like was in the military, so like she could fight, you know, and had to like fight this guy off to get it. And I was like, are you telling me the truth? Are you like fucking me? Like, what the fuck's going on? He seemed so legit. He was like, my daughter, my son, my niece, my mom, my dad, they all died like this year, and I was like,
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
I know.
Did you say proven?
Yeah, I should have.
Where's the
really- yeah,
evidence?
that is- He just never
What
stopped
the
laughing,
hell?
and he smelled so bad.
What was he in there for? Oh, this was at the dermatology.
Yeah,
place?
he was just there for like itching. Honestly, I think he just wanted to like talk more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. When people just spill their guts like that to a stranger.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like,
Dude's
you
got
can
nobody
tell
now
there
if all of
was-
his family died
Yeah.
too.
I don't know.
And you're just
if
like, shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
freak.
I'm like sitting there like, no, but I was like, are you like delusional? Or
Yeah.
like for real?
Well,
for
you
real?
never know, true. And
But he was like,
people-
he's a recovering addict and alcoholic. I was like,
Gotcha.
I don't know. Do you have it in the other arm?
No. Dude, I just found this weird bump on my wrist. It kind of hurts.
No, it doesn't. You're
It
just
does
fucking a
kinda.
little, yeah, because you're messing with it. Maybe just like a
Oh,
calcium
no.
deposit.
Do it, dude.
That might be Gable's
It's right there.
It's gateways.
It's like some
Huh.
weird fucking bump there.
Did you ever break your wrist once?
Feel it?
I did feel.
Austin, have you broken your wrist before?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll just be a floating piece of cartilage bone.
Yeah, I have
So-
like one of those things. Like on this arm, see
Oh,
that?
yeah,
Oh,
okay.
you
But this
do
one
have a
doesn't hurt.
thing. Can I feel it?
Yeah.
Can I feel
Don't
it?
push on it,
What
Does it hurt?
but it just doesn't like feel great. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's kind of how
It's
this
hard to
feels.
explain.
Don't touch me.
But you could have pushed on it. I don't know.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah.
I
Wow.
wouldn't have minded that much.
Dude, Austin has this like fucked up like thing in his leg.
What is it?
Whatever.
I wonder
Really?
how long this has
What's
been here
that?
for. I just am not noticing.
What is it?
It's like his muscle. I don't know. He like tore a muscle once.
Oh, right here. Yeah, so I like have this like extra
It's like,
like
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Oh, you
It's
mean
like-
his third leg?
look,
Yeah.
it's like this extra muscle right here that's just like an extension of my normal.
Shit feels weird as well.
Like,
Can I feel it?
yeah, dude, it's like a fucking
Huh.
hump right there. Isn't that weird?
You don't have it on the other leg?
No.
Not well. Maybe
you have to
not-
flex
maybe
it?
a little bit, but not nearly as prominent. See, this one's like
Huh.
not
Weird.
This one's like
It could just
protruding.
be. It could just be a
I
muscle
tore it
imbalance.
when I was younger.
Ah,
yeah, I
interesting.
tore it.
Huh. That's kind of how this arm is. Like since I broke it, there's certain things about it. I have like, but I also just
Like
have.
goalie.
Huh?
I said I was playing goalie when I tore it.
I don't remember that. How old were you?
When I
Before we
played
met?
soccer, so like middle school, high
Huh.
school. It was probably in high school. Well, it might have been earlier than that
I just
actually.
don't
It was when I
remember
was
seeing
playing
you
club.
injured.
It's when I was playing club soccer. Yeah, I didn't like rehab. I didn't do anything for it. I just couldn't really kick the ball very good. It would like be pretty severe pain
You tore
when I
a
would like
muscle?
go to do a
You
kick.
never got it looked at.
Mm-hmm.
You never got it looked
Well,
at.
I didn't get. I didn't. There was no doctor that was like, "Yep, you tore it." I just
Gotcha.
that's just what I assume happened
Interesting.
because
Oh, what-
like I just remember kicking and it just feeling like
Huh.
severe pain. Yeah,
Weird.
up through there, and then it like became deformed like that.
Has it always been like that?
Since that happened, yeah,
What?
yeah,
That's so
I'm
weird.
telling you, yeah. So it is. Weird.
Could you kick stronger than ever once you recovered?
No,
Yeah.
I'm never the same, dude.
Really?
I've never been the
I mean,
same.
I was really bad at taking goalie kicks. Like I could punt, but like kicking the ball from a stationary position from the ground, kicking it
Yeah.
would like sometimes I would like re-injure it
Interesting.
doing that. So I'd have somebody else take my kicks for me a lot of the time.
Huh. You just like keep the ball for him? I don't know how soccer works.
No, you just let them do it.
Like you kick it out
You,
a
just,
little bit.
you have to put it. So a goalie kick is when like the other team hits it out of the back without scoring, like
Uh-huh.
they hit it out of the back. So the
Out of
goalie
bounds.
brings it to like the square, the inner square.
Uh-huh.
There's like the big square and then there's like the inner square, the
Gotcha.
smaller one. You put it on the smaller line and then you just kick it to your teammate. It's like a
Gotcha.
stationary free kick.
But you could have one of them do it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like in the pros, the goalie always does it,
Gotcha.
obviously, because they can kick themselves. But like, it's pretty standard to
Yeah.
have somebody else do it for the goalie. Because
Gotcha.
a lot of times, like at our age, if you're playing goalie, it's because you don't know how to fucking play with your feet very well. Like I just did it because I liked playing with my hands.
Yeah, and it's
I
just
was-
like
I
what
was
you
like wide receiver
specialize in.
and stuff. But
It's just like how a point guard is quicker with the ball versus like a
right,
I don't know what the fucking positions are.
yeah,
The taller guys always just
the center.
rebound and slam dunk, and the other guy, you know what I mean?
That's exactly.
They all got their little specialties.
Exact. Dude, yeah, I miss playing goalie sometimes. We're playing this game, rematch?
Is that a new one?
Yeah.
It's like anime almost kind of soccer. Is that where you
Kinda.
can hit it? There's like an actual barrier and you can like hit it into the wall and shit.
Yeah,
Let
exactly.
me see.
Yeah, you can hit it
I
off the
think I know what
wall.
you're talking about.
We were just playing it yesterday. I guess it's in like beta right now.
Did you feed problem?
Free beta, and I guess Tony was telling me it ends today.
Yeah, rematch. Yeah, it looked kind of cool.
So yeah, we
Did
can
you
do
like
that.
it?
We can play that if you're interested.
Did you
later,
feed
but
Cosmo?
yeah, dinner, yeah,
Oh,
but not final dinner.
no, that's fine. Just want to make sure someone's good.
He's got dinner and then he's got final dinner.
Ah,
Otherwise,
Right
he's gonna
before
wake as
bed.
fuck at 3
I
a.m.
got you. Yeah, mine does that too.
He needs a little nighttime snack.
Because we like to let him sleep with it. I try to keep him in the bedroom with us because
Yeah.
his litter boxes are out in the kitchen area. He has two. He has one like kind of in the kitchen area and then one in the guest bathroom. But so I can't leave the door open because if he goes and shits in the middle of the night, the dogs will go out there and eat the shit out of the litter box.
Oh, no way.
They're like all about his shit.
No.
And they'll like
way.
sneak over to his litter box and like pull out because we do pine
That's
pellets or whatever.
Sure.
I think they're called
Mhm.
whatever.
Oh, you don't do the.
They're like
litter?
natural. No, we don't do like actual. It's still litter, but they're like pellets. It's like
Right.
pine. I don't know.
It's not like the same.
It's not
So,
sand
The
or
granule shit.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the dogs will Chester specifically, especially like when I get home from work. I'm like, "What's up, dude?" And he gets all excited, and then he runs over to the litter box and pulls a pellet out and runs into his kennel and is eating it. Yeah. They like have a fucking addiction to them, and it's ones that are like
Love cat shit.
it's ones that are because he pees in one litter box and poops in the other,
Mhm.
so they'll get like ones that are like not pissed on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, they just
Yeah,
like
they
have
do.
a fucking infatuation with it. But if he goes and poops out there, they're like out there in a second.
That's crazy.
So I've been down. Yeah.
You just let him eat it.
No, fuck no.
Yeah,
Fuck no,
stop.
dude. I fucking
No.
the long arm of the law comes out if I fucking catch that.
Just darn.
But we're good about, you know.
I'm missing
So if you
you
go,
on the chest.
if he wants to go out, yeah.
Yeah.
If he wants to go out there, Peanut, we'll have to let him out there all night because we can't.
Peanut.
Yeah, because I can't like.
You still have Chester?
Yeah, and
Oh.
Milo, Chester, Milo, and then Peanut the cat.
Peanut's the cat.
Yeah.
That's right.
But you don't
yeah.
have the.
No, Schnitzel. She died. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was really sad
Okay.
with her. She got like something happened with her tooth.
Hmm.
Cause she would always rip on the. We kind of. We weren't the best with her. Like we gave her a lot of attention, but you're supposed to get two if you get them, because they just are
Get
very. They get lonely and get
lonely.
depressed, and we were always wanting to get one, but we just never did.
It's just a lot. Yeah.
And she would rip on her. She would like pull on her cage just to get
Mhm.
attention or whatever, and she'd squeak and shit. But I think she ended up like breaking some of her tooth, and it got really, really infected. Like one day, Paige called me. She's like, "Chris, Schnitzel has a huge lump on her neck." I'm like,
Oh
"What?"
shit.
And she had like a fucking massive like
Abscess.
abscess on her neck, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh," it was really scary. And she was still eating and stuff, but it was fucking huge.
Oh,
And
yeah. Massive.
we took her and got her looked at, and they said, "Oh." I
They
think
said,
it's-
"Oh."
I think it's
Oh.
something like an infection. So they
Yeah.
gave us. They can't like
Drain it.
they don't ever like. They don't drain on naturally.
Mm.
Like it wouldn't have a head. It wouldn't. She couldn't get it out.
Right. no,
Herself.
Right.
So they were gonna cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we gave her like some medicine, I think.
Yeah,
Whatever. Long
antibiotic,
story short,
right.
yeah, to see if it helped. Otherwise, they'd have to cut it out. And a few days went by, and we were giving it to her, and she was still doing okay. And then I was at work, and Paige called me, and she was like, "Hey, Peanut's acting really weird today. Like, please check on her." Or excuse me, Schnitzel's acting really weird today. Please check on her when you get home. I was like, okay. I was like, what is she doing? She's like, she's just being like really lovey on me. Like, doesn't wanna like get off me, cause you know she'd pick her up and hold her and whatnot. She's like, she doesn't want to go back in her cage. Like, just being weird. And I was like, okay. And I got home from work, and I like went to her. I opened the door, and she'd usually squeak and whatnot, and she was quiet. And I went over, and I could see her under the blanket, and I lifted it up, and she was just. I passed away, and I felt her, and she was cold. And it was really.
Whoa.
Even though she was just a little skinny pig.
Doesn't
Right, you had it for a long
Even just
time.
talking about
You
it.
brought her
was hard.
state to state with you.
Yeah,
You
and
brought,
she was a part of
everywhere
the
you went.
family.
You had her at Parker, didn't you?
No,
I
we
thought
got
you
her.
did.
We got her.
In Oregon.
In Oregon, I believe. Yeah.
So I
Did you?
remember
Okay,
being
I
in
remember
Oregon.
seeing
No,
it.
you didn't.
So we had her for
That's right. We did in Oregon. We
Yeah.
got to see.
We had her for about 2 years.
That's right.
And it was just really sad. But we
That's
literally
alright.
go to like the Whole Foods and get her like fresh veggies, fresh
Yeah.
carrots, fresh lettuce, and give her like we did like a bunch of research to make sure she was getting all the nutrients.
Nice.
So cute.
And so when she passed away, it was really sad. But we ended up getting her cremated.
Oh, nice.
So we have her a little urn with her ashes, and we
Yeah.
got. They also offered like
It's
a. It's like a concrete thing, and they like pressed her feet into it. So we have her little footprints, and it says Schnitzel on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, really sad. So.
Yeah. But it's nice that you still have her like.
Yeah. So I can't even when the boys pass away.
Oh, it's so hard. It is
It's
so
gonna be
hard.
really, really rough.
Why am I in SOS right now? Fuck.
Restart your phone.
It means someone help me. It's not healthy
I mean, shit. Oh,
for you to feel this way.
shit. Oh, shit.
Shit. Oh shit.
You were out of service for a long time today. It kind of fucks with your phone when you do that. It was saying that your phone would only connect via satellite,
Yeah.
and I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I had no service.
I know, scared me. I always, for some reason, just think like,
But
oh,
we
somebody
almost
in the
caught a
woods
big
like
one.
killed him. I don't know.
We almost caught a big one.
Jacob, you're hella gay. No offense.
Someone's got to
Did
say
he?
it.
Did he reply in the group chat and say I'm not coming?
He just didn't say anything. So. Oh, I forgot. Well, yeah, I don't think he's coming. You know what I mean?
No, he's just probably not.
So I didn't say you're hella gay.
You're probably gay.
Yeah. I told him. I said Chris says you're Chris says you're really gay. Or Chris, no, Chris says don't be gay. That's
Yeah, he
Yeah,
says
they-
don't be gay. Now he says you're hella
Oh,
gay.
yeah, it's,
yeah, he,
Who was asking
He wasn't
if we're
listening.
kidnapping Eric tomorrow?
Clover Dance.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
okay.
and then who liked it? You don't have that
Did you
membership?
tell them?
I just didn't pay attention to that.
Did you tell him to meet at the park at 4 tomorrow? Because that was like the whole plan, so we can go.
Oh no, he asked what the plan was, and nobody. I don't think anybody's gonna.
Well, who's he asking in what chat?
Oh, what time are we linking in building at? 4 p.m. Where? What's it called?
I don't know, the park by Eric's house.
Building what?
Planning.
Oh.
We ain't building shit. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me find the park. Chaffee Park.
I don't know. It's just a park by his house. I don't fucking know.
I think it is. Yeah, it's Chaffee.
I don't even know like if it's gonna work out well, to be honest. Like I don't. It might be just kind of awkward, but fuck it. Fuck it. We ball.
Who cares? It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's the thought that counts.
I know.
I think Jacob and I just like went to fucking 1UP for our bachelor party. We did a group one, yeah.
No.
Mhm.
Oh right.
We did ours like
yeah,
combined.
Oh yeah.
And it's not like it wasn't fun.
No,
like,
true.
it was still, that's kind of what we both like.
True. No, I
This
do.
is, you know, it's all good.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I just like feel bad because I planned like Jacob and Emily's, because they wanted like the combined one.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
where
I
you guys
felt-
did like
the
the
bike
bike
thing,
thing, right,
and
yeah.
like the night out, and
Yeah.
Eric and Jordy understandably don't want something like that, so I planned like a very like wholesome, like really fun,
Totally.
like different vibe, and I think it's gonna be good. But I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that I planned it just as much as I planned theirs.
No, yeah.
Especially Troy,
And they'll, trust me, they'll love it no matter what. Even if it was just sitting around in Jacob's basement or something. You know what I'm
Right?
saying?
Oh my
Like,
god,
trust
imagine. I'm like, we're going to Jan's.
me. Yeah. Jan.
Hello, we're here to use
Well,
your
maybe I
basement.
can get some milk from Jan,
Sure.
since my mom's out of milk.
Dude, I called Jan today. She had ham for me.
What the fuck? Why?
I'm just joking. No, I was in Parker and we were
Oh.
driving right by her house because we went to Reuter Hess Reservoir in
Oh,
Parker,
Mm.
and we were driving right by.
Oh,
it.
to
So I
fish.
told Mitch, I was like, Jacob used to live there, and I was like, I think Jan's still probably there, and he was like, you should call her and see if like we can go over there. And I was like, I think I have her number. And I looked it up, and I do. Janet Dangle.
Janet.
Awesome.
That's funny. Jan is so awesome.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
the best.
Janet Dangle. Should we call her now?
Yeah, you should. Be like, hey, just wanted to see if you were doing well.
Yeah.
We miss you.
Oh,
New
Jan.
devices using mic.
She'll, well, no, she probably won't.
Be at the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know who they invited. Do you know if it's big or?
Dude, yeah, it's almost like 180.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
I swear.
I think
That's
Jordan has a
fucking
big family.
Jordan has a
Huge.
fat fucking family and a lot of
Pretty
friends
sure.
from like Arizona and
Christ.
shit.
That is huge, damn. Because we had 100, and that was a lot.
I know.
And we had like 50, and that felt like a lot.
Right, I know. I'm
You
like,
guys only
holy
had 50?
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yours
you
felt
seems
really
like
big.
We had
too.
like 51 people, I think.
It
Really?
seems like it was way
felt
more,
way bigger
yeah.
than that. Yeah, you felt not way bigger, but
No,
it
I
felt
get
big.
Yeah, it's just the whole,
felt like a big
just
wedding.
being there. Yeah, it's like there's a shitload of people here.
It was cool.
Yeah.
I miss that dog.
Dude, the weather worked out so nicely for yours, just like
Oh.
it did for our. Like it just
Yeah, exactly.
just cleared up right when it needed
Stripes,
to.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Got beautiful photos. Okay.
And the people at
It
your
was for
wedding
like
were
10
like,
minutes.
they were like, it hasn't been like this at all for weeks.
Yeah,
Like this is the
yeah.
first time it's been like this, like in literally over a week. Yeah.
Let's get
I
on
was
this.
like,
I was like, God, if you're there.
did I set up that shelf? With
This
some-
one here?
With some old school
Two.
cards and stuff on
Oh, hell yeah.
DIY.
there. Yeah.
Old
yeah.
school what?
There's like some football cards.
nice,
and there's a
bro.
couple Pokemon
Hell
cards
yeah.
there.
Yeah, I want to get like a glass case.
Ooh.
You know, just like some, not anything crazy, but just like a glass case so I can put some of my Funkos and some of my favorite Pokemon cards.
Yeah, like if I had a Funko, I'd probably put it
What the
up
fuck is a
there.
Funko?
A Funko Pop. It's like the little figure in the box.
Oh yeah.
With like
yeah.
the big head.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's kind of like a bobblehead, but it doesn't
Yeah.
bobble.
No, I like
I
those.
feel like if I had those, I'd take them out of the
I
box.
have, like,
put them on the shelf.
10 of them or so. Nothing crazy, but I have like some Dragon Ball Z ones and stuff.
You probably keep them in the box now.
They're just in a box, yeah. I have nowhere to display them. And then I have my Pokemon cards.
Still have some?
Yeah, I have like a whole shit. I have all the Pokemon cards that I've ever collected, except for like the shit, you know, the standard ones.
Dude, I wish I had my original collection. It would definitely be worth some good money.
I never collected Pokemon when I was younger though. I
I
collected
did.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dude, I
when I was
swear my
young.
parents sold them when like, cause they were going through a tough time
Yeah, for sure.
financially for
Yeah.
a while there. So I swear they like took them and sold them, cause they bought me all those cards.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the
Do
most
you
part,
think
so they
knew
know what
that
they were
those-
worth.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
I was gonna ask, like, do you think they even knew that they were?
Oh yeah, my dad was big into card collecting. He's the one. He's
Did
the
you
reason I
keep
have
them in
those
good
football
shape
cards.
though? Like good
Oh,
condition?
yeah.
They were
Really?
in a binder.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Because I was gonna say like all my fucking cards were like thrashed
Trash,
all my
yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I didn't care about like
True.
it was just like
You're "These are
trading,
mine."
like-
Dude, I had a nice binder
Who
with
has
some
the coolest
Charizards,
card, not like,
basic
oh,
Charizards.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
It probably wasn't like the first edition, but it was
Sure.
base set
Well, yeah,
Charizards. Yeah, I remember 'em.
Yeah, I got that sweet win off of Whatnot a couple months ago,
Did you?
where I spent $50 accidentally, just because you'll tap like bet, but then other people are gonna bet more than you. Have you ever used Whatnot?
But I know Nick does.
It's
all
like
the
live
time.
auctioning. So like somebody will be
Oh,
on
okay.
camera and they'll put up. You'll
So
have like
like-
10 seconds, right? And you press bet, and then somebody else presses it, so they bet $1 more. And
Right.
it just keeps going up. And there was like a wheel that he had like on his iPad, and so you'd bet. There'd be a time limit, and everybody would bet, and then after it finishes out, whoever pays the most gets a spin on the wheel. And he had like all sorts of stuff. He'd have like full like booster boxes, like $80 booster boxes, or he'd have like one pack. So sometimes you can
kind
get
of a
gypped.
risk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was watching it on stream at work. I was watching it for like 2 hours, and every time he would like run out of something, he'd take it off, so that way it's like he has no more booster boxes. So.
Hey.
What up?
How'd you get in here?
My parents
What's
told
up?
they let him in.
Is my garage open?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just open.
looking good.
Yeah, I wasn't even sure if it was your house. That was like, that looks like Cosmo.
Just walk
That's a
up.
fish
Okay, we
tank.
all- yeah. Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Thanks for coming.
Just comes
That's
out.
fine.
Looking good, dude.
Thanks, brother.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
Fuck them over.
Welcome
Yeah.
to our
To the
house.
Yeah, you guys should need the tour, please.
Oh yeah, for
the
sure.
one.
You just busted through it, so
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
I was like,
Well,
hello.
it's funny 'cause
I was wondering, I was like, who's running down my stairs right now?
Back here in a good time. Yeah, you back here quicker than you told me. Yeah, I was your ETA was
All right. All right. Peace out. What is this group therapy? Yes. Yes, this was a group therapy session. Thank you.